Welcome to Storm King's Thunder, where me and a bunch of my nerdy-ass friends get together and we like to play Dungeons and Motherfucking Dragons!
Dungeons and Dragons.
Today we are on session 46 of our campaign. Last week, the lords were fleeing Linarmal, the Cloud Giant castle where they had just slain Countess Sansuri along with the help of Felgalus, the adult bronze dragon that they had freed from her clutches. As they were fleeing with the Nightstone and Felgalus in tow, they spoke to First Talent Enola of the Uthgard tribe, of the Griffin Uthgard, who agreed to gather support within her tribe and assist the lords on their mission of stopping the chaos that the giants had plunged the continent into. Felgalus shared that, with you and Zephyros actually, that there was a traitor within the court of the Storm Giants, and dark forces were seeking to gain control of the Wormskull throne, and that if someone wielding a ruling scepter sits upon the throne, they become the undisputed king of the giants and move their class up to the top of the ordning. Felgalus had the first good night's sleep he's probably had in months, got drunk, and flew out the next day to check on some of his own affairs, and you guys spent some downtime doing some scrying and prescience. Scrying, Davos, I think that you saw the Storm Giant princesses, so I almost said Helen, not Helen Mirren, Nim, and Sarissa, that being the descending age order. Mirren being the one who wanted to retaliate against the small folk for attacking their parents. Nim, the quieter one, was not as aggressive about it, but seemed to support her sister's plan, while Sarissa seemed hesitant about this, seeming to take more after what you've heard of Queen Neri, the slain giant, who was the queen of the Storm Giants, but had a soft spot for small folk and believed them not to be something that were cattle, as many giants tend to see them. You also tried to scry on Bane Darkwind, who was shrouded and seemingly protected from that type of divination magic. Golbran, with your prescience, you got a maybe not a nat 20, but you ended up with like 30-something. It was fucking ridiculous. So you saw quite a bit. You saw a dragon approaching the airship, which in hindsight you realize is now Old Gnawbone. You saw a meteor shower, rocks falling from the sky, and in hindsight now you realize that this was the attack on Nightstone. This was the statues plummeting down. You saw a riverboat with dozens of laughing people, a castle of coral beneath the waves with storm giants walking around it. You did also tune in on the three princesses arguing, as well as two older giants who seemed to be joining in the conversation. And the consensus, more or less, was that the older giants wanted Sarissa to take to the throne, to formally become the queen of the Storm Giants, to access the throne's powers and do with it what they must. You also saw a coliseum in the desert with hundreds of statues all about and two cold, glowing eyes within the sand. You also saw, after trying to tune in more on Bane Darkwind, you saw them leading an army, mounted on a black steed and marching through marshland, speaking to her lieutenants, one of which was a dull orange tiefling with white eyes. And while you could see her, you couldn't get a clear image of her. There's, again, some type of magic that's trying to protect her from being spied upon using divination. You also saw her standing on the top of a hill looking down at Nightstone, and the chaos of a battle with the Zentarum, with Davos fighting her with something that was moving too swift to really be made out clearly, a blur of sorts. Of course, on the final day of your travel, you guys encountered Old Gnawbone, who appeared and began to chase you guys down, with Tajin and all of you doing your best to speed up the ship and slow your foe, but unfortunately unable to escape the ancient dragon. Taking to the skies on your mounts, you mobilized your crew and began firing cannons, downed the potions of poison, which, with Bergin's impressive luck, he managed to drink the one that was actually poison. Davos thankfully managed to patch him up a little bit with his lay on hands, pretty much taking care of the situation. I thought that poison was going to be a big pain in the ass, and Davos was like, nope, boop, lay on hands. After thinking on it, I did not give you guys... I gave you one harvesting check on a colossal creature, and in hindsight, I did that for time's sake. What we're going to say instead is you guys collected more than what we said, but we'll cover that when we get to the relevant point that we come into. I'm not going to go through your list of booty here. you guys managed to return home safely to Nightstone and found the town celebrating your return. As the ship descended into the town and came across the ring of amethyst within the pit where the Nightstone once sat, the Nightstone itself seemed caught in its gravitational pull and just gently twirled and drifted down in this sort of circle of weightlessness. The town was absolutely ecstatic and celebrating, and you all participated in various games of skill. Pandora in particular won the wire walk, as well as Bergin acing his way through dragon chess. Daphne did also mention that she was thrilled to have the stone returned, but that the glowing was new. It wasn't glowing when they had previously had it within the town. Safine was also present and read the party's fate with her tarot cards, providing a little insight into your past, present, and future. And then as the night drew to a close, Daphne revealed that the Fae Fighters, Daphne invited the Fae Fighters to close with a song. Davos introduced it as a tribute to all those souls that have joined the stars that we will one day rejoin. Very Mufasa-like bullshit. And as you guys played your song, and the city fully falling into unison in this tune that they've never heard, reaching this crescendo as dozens of statues began plummeting onto Nightstone and crashing into the buildings, attacking the citizens. And as the concert was in full swing when this started, I'm going to say that you all have your point of inspiration, because that's something we've done in the past. Whenever you guys have seen a Fae Fighters concert, you gained a point of inspiration from it. We're going to say you have that for this conflict, so all three of you mark inspiration on your character sheet, and help me remind Ben, Barb, and Bergin to do the same. And with that, my dude, I think we're about ready to jump back in it. Before we do that, any snide remarks, comments, random bullshit?
Praise hell, play D&D.
Praise hail, praise Dale.
Stop.
That's a roll tide.
God.
I don't think
Give me
Todd.
1 second.
If you didn't watch number 3, you ain't friends with me.
A little before my time, but I'm
Jeez.
very aware.
My dad collected Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. paraphernalia for fucking years.
Is it at least worth something now, or?
Most of it, probably not.
I mean, Dale, I bet
Not as
Dale,
much as he thought it would be.
I bet Dale Senior stuff's worth a lot of money to the right person.
Yeah, you're right. It's just finding those people who don't already have what you're selling.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm a hard-time collector. Yeah, I've got everything you've got. This is trash.
Right. They were selling these at Walmart.
Yeah, exactly. They made 400 million copies of this thing. It's not rare.
Does we gotta roll the stuff?
Not yet, actually.
Oh, well.
We'll get to that in just a second. You guys should have Roll20 up and see the map. The town is obviously covered with these statues, gargoyles, and Harshnag himself. For the most part, a lot of this chaos is engaged with the forces of your city. Both the guards, the rangers, the barbarians who call this city home are rallying to defend it, but it is sort of an unorganized mess right now. For the purposes of this particular encounter, only worry about the gargoyles in the town square that have the dots by them. There's 5 of them total.
The big old wings.
For the big old wings, yeah. There are other gargoyles in town, but only the ones with the dots. There are 2 down here. One of them's technically in your turnip patch, but then the other's over here and here up by the keep. Davos. As the city sings your song, you stand upon the balcony of the Nightstone Inn, absolutely shredding on Shadow Axe and having a perfect view of the first impact. Something crashes into the southern part of town, near the barracks, and cries erupt from those at the rear of the crowd, but the majority of the townsfolk don't seem to notice the initial strike, until a second figure crashes into the inn just behind you, plummeting to the first floor, and through the hole in the second story you can see a stone-skinned figure with obsidian eyes, a large figure, muscular, winged, bearing its fangs at the terrified tavern-goers within. The city of Nightstone screams as dozens of these statues plummet from the skies and crash into buildings, before ripping their way out and attacking the citizens. Several crash into the courtyard, and Davos, you hear a familiar scream that causes your head to swivel until your sights find Helena. Ever the Fae Fighters diehard, she was mere feet away from the stage when this impact happened, and now stands face to face with the gargoyle herself. Your blood boils as the thunderous crash is met with as a thunderous crash is met with flying dirt and screams of panic as a new figure looms in the distance. The silhouette stands taller than your walls, which you know are 20 feet high. Skin a rough gray, beard of woven stone strands rest on gleaming metal armor, eyes a cold glowing blue, and raising an enormous axe, perhaps 20 feet long in of itself, with an enormous blade made of the black talon of an ancient dragon. With a mighty shout in Draconic, which is odd, and only Ark picks it up, Harshnag cries out, "Strike like the storm!" as he bolsters the attackers as the city struggles to defend itself. Now Harshnag has landed a little ways off, near the main gate, being peppered with arrows from the guards. But with your keen perception, you guys see that the arrows aren't really doing much against his calcified skin. As with many things you've fought in the past, seems to be resistant to non-magical damage. Now, the entire city is scrambling in this moment. Scattered guards, knights, barbarians, rangers, all of them seem to be entangled with the enemy and trying to protect civilians as they try to reclaim their city. Now, in particular, there are 5 gargoyles in the courtyard, and each are attacking citizens that you can see. You see Helena being attacked in the northeast corner of the courtyard. Lothar, Goldbrand's half-blind mentor, is cornered by the wheat fields in the southwest. The drow kids Inwis and Ranrak are trapped between 2 gargoyles by the farmhouse in the southeast. And the knight Sarah stands bravely by the church with her flail, but her left arm is lying limp and bleeding at her side, seemingly damaged in the initial impact. Now, all of you are within the Nightstone courtyard as this happens. Davos, you're up here on the balcony. The rest of you can place yourselves anywhere you would like within the courtyard itself, within this central square.
I think you would have been there. Or maybe here.
And with that, my dudes, we're gonna have you guys roll for initiative. I will get Bergin, if you will get Ark and Pen.
Roger, Dodger.
Thank you, sir. Unless one of you would like to pick up one of those for Devin Green.
I think.
Yeah, I'll take.
I think Ark would have been close to the stage. Yeah. Can you move his token that I pulled down?
If you guys pull it down, you should be able to.
That's why he may. I was best to just trying to say he might need to pull his own token
Nah, I
down.
cannot.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Pull one down
I
and
rolled
put
a
it there.
7 on initiative, by the way.
Thank you for that.
I don't know why it's not sending it to roll 20.
It's funny because it sends it to D&D Beyond, but
Right.
it puts it in initiative for me when it does that, so that's totally cool. Y'all can read some of them their initiative rolls off to me. See, Goldbrand got that big 6.
Weird. Why didn't it come up? I rolled a 20. I don't know why it didn't pop up.
Yeah,
or a
I
19
saw-
plus 1.
I saw Josh's on Beyond. I don't know what's
Yeah,
up.
same.
There's
good,
Pandora's.
because when you roll it on another nat 1 from Pandora.
Yeah, I'm working
Yeah,
on
sure,
Ark.
that's
His character sheet's taking a second to load.
Nah, you're fine. And I'm trying to remember. So Goldbrand, you're doing Pandora, Davos is doing Ark, and I'm doing Bergen. ¿Sí se puede?
Yes.
9. Excellent. All right, and with that, my dudes, we're gonna get down to it. Starting at the top, Z, this town that has sort of welcomed you as a champion and a hero, which is unusual for you, who's often been seen as a bit of an oddity, an outsider. You've felt a sense of community here for the first time in a long time, and in this moment, as the town dissolves into chaos, as people are screaming and crying out, as you see blood and splintered wood and stone and dirt flying all about, what do?
Let's see. Got a couple of gargoyles close to me. I think I'm going to. there are tokens. I guess I'm assuming there are people sort of all about, like all around the gargoyles, all around this.
Correct. Yeah, they're scrambling at this point, but rather than try to maneuver around those, I figured just clear the central battlefield and have the citizens everywhere else.
Okay. Okie
You get the sense that the only ones who are sort of unable to flee are these 5 figures that we've sort of named around the courtyard. Knight Sarah up here, Helena, the alchemist down here to the right, the 2 drow children to the southeast, and the Uthgar to the southwest.
Okay. There's our kids down there. I think I'm going to... Dang, I don't want to put the kids in that. I feel like I should have thought about this.
There's a lot to
You're
think
good.
about.
No, yeah. You may also notice that some things are missing from your character sheet. You've had a short rest. I don't know if I hit that on your character sheet, so you can do that. You can roll however many hit die you want. But you have used some spells and abilities from your fight with Old Gnawbone.
Yeah. I think I'm going to actually pull out an old tried and true spell here, and I'm gonna try to cast web like down in this region.
Excellent.
That
Okay.
covers 4 squares, right?
What's the AoE? Or what's it, like 10-foot radius, 5-foot radius?
Double check. It's 20-foot cube, it looks like.
20-foot cube. Okay, so that's 4x4. Oh, excuse me. No, yeah, that's right. 20-foot. 4x4.
So if I cast it like here, it would essentially cover this whole general like lower quadrant.
Yeah, well,
What I'm essentially trying to figure out is if I put it like right between these tiles, if I'd snag this guy over here and the one on the other end and leave the kids out of it.
technically, I don't think it would be able to catch both of them, but for the purposes of this, we're gonna say it fucking do, dog.
Okay, whatever.
So, so we're gonna put it right about, make it a little bigger than normal. Just put it right about there. All right, so they're both caught in it. Do they have to make a save on that?
Yeah, I'm trying to actually cast it out. Let me reload. It's being weird. Spells. Scroll. There we go.
DC 16 dexterity save. Dexterity is not their strong suit. I'll roll both of these in chat. Boom, both fail. Okay. What is the effect of that? Are they restrained? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, they should be. I don't know why I didn't pop the whole thing in there. Pull up the spell. Each
To
creature.
put the whole thing, you have to put the display in BVT after you
there it
click the spell.
I don't know if that posted over or not. Yeah, each creature starts the turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free.
Which
Restrained by
costs
the
an
webs can use its action to make a strength check
use
against
its
it.
action.
Yeah.
Excellent. Fantastic. Okay. That's your action. What you got for your bonus and your move?
Bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and whip up some magic stones and toss them in my back pocket.
Excellent.
And then I'm actually not gonna move.
Okay, that's totally cool. As we round to Harshnag, the Granite, who is, I think he's going to open. He is actually going to, you see there's a couple of guards that are battling a statue of an orc that's sort of, well, some of these are actual gargoyles. Many of them are just animated statues. He grabs the statue of this orc and he chucks it. We're going to say, Goldbrand, you're technically the closest to him. Goldbrand, what's they get to add to that? A +9. That's not great. A 28. Gonna assume that hits.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need you to take 28 points of bludgeoning damage as he chucks this orc at you, and it collides with your skin and shatters across your form, but takes it does a pretty healthy chunk of damage
I
in of
think I
itself.
will go ahead and use my reaction to
Stone's endurance?
yeah, might as well do it before
To
I rage.
endure the stone! No,
Yeah.
it works out perfectly.
Might as well do it before I rage.
As we go to Gargoyle A and B, they're going to try to fight their... Well, they're restrained, so that if they attack, it has disadvantage. I'm going to say... Oh, this is technically A and B. This is the top two. Both of them are going to make swipes at their intended targets. This first one is for Knight Sarah. Oh, neither of those hit. The next two are for Helena. Oh, one of those hits. You watch as, in the chaos, one of these gargoyles starts clawing at Knight Sarah, who, again, with her limp arm and her flail, is trying to keep it at bay. Whereas Helena, not having any physical weapons on her, is snatched by the gargoyle, and it sinks its teeth into her forearm. We round to Arcanox the Red. What you got, dog?
He is going to run to this red gargoyle and swing twice.
Get him.
I cannot use his sheet, so he is a +10. So that's
Really?
a 12. And a 25. I'm assuming hit.
25 definitely hits, yeah. Also, I forgot to move
1d.
Harshnag, so I'm going to do that now.
Oh, Brandon.
+6. So 14 damage for that second hit on red.
14, excellent. Art comes up and just starts laying into him with this flail. With 14 damage. Excellent. Having been attacked, the gargoyle seems to turn its attention away from Helena and onto Arcanax. As we round to gargoyles C, D, and E. C and D are the green and orange ones, respectively. The green one has to use its action to try and get out of there, because it can't reach anybody.
Brandon,
No.
did you try to click the weapon and then go up into the tile and click beyond 20?
Did that just do something? No.
No.
That was for me.
Something's going on with my VTT, but I did not. Let's see. You said bring it up and then click the tile?
Like, if you click the weapon and then look at the tile on the right, if you go to the top, there's a little beyond 20 button, and that's the only way I can get it to work sometimes for other people's sheets.
Ooh, that's not good. Alright, alright. Oh, well, he has to make these at disadvantage. That is correct, that is correct. Much better. The claws still hit. That was 8 damage. You watch as, one of the gargoyles entangled in the web, this orange one here, claws at the young drow girl Inwis, and deals a frightening amount of damage. There is a lot of blood on this small girl. The yellow one in the patch of vegetables is also going to make a couple of swings. Does not need to roll with advantage. One of those hits. And does 6 points of damage to Ranrak. Alright, with that, we're going to round to Pandora. What you got?
Pandora is going to do what Pandora does.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, before that, Harshnag is going to use a legendary action. I think he's going to go with a charge. So he's going to move half his movement speed. Or no. No, he's going to go with another throw. He's going to grab a second statue. And this one, he's going to chuck... He's seen Arcanax fight back. He doesn't really see them yet. I think he's going to throw at Arcanax. I'm just going to roll regular dice so it'll be quicker. An 18 to hit Arc, which I think does hit. 28 points of bludgeoning damage to Sir Arc. I think Brandon's the one taking care of that. As we go to Pandora, Devin.
Pandora's going to do
16?
28 points of damage.
28, sorry. Alright.
You're okay.
She's going to try to use these, like, crates and stuff here to hide. Bonus action, hide. And then she's going to shoot at stuff. Guess what she does?
That should she do indeed. Roll with advantage, or roll your stealth check first. And I'll roll a perception check for this fucker, but I don't think they're very perceptive.
Well, that's technically for all the fuckers that can see her, but I feel you.
Yeah, but this one closest to her is the one that I imagine you're going to aim at?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
okay. Yeah.
Well, maybe
he
not
does
that
not
one.
see you.
I think she's gonna shoot at the orange one. Well,
Excellent. Which with a 32, no one would see her. So
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm gonna change that to the yellow one because someone will be able to reach the orange one. The yellow
think it-
one
go
is
ahead.
uninhibited. She gets 2 of these or 1 of these?
One of these, or well, you get to roll with advantage, but 31 points of damage as her attack slams into this one down here. 32. Wow. And with the one hit, you guys see this. You see Pandora leap over the fruit stand and disappear, and then a purple streak fly out. And as this arrow impacts, you watch as the skin of the gargoyle just cracks all about, and you see its face is sort of barely held together as it snarls over at her. And we round to Davos. What you got, dog?
On the second floor balcony.
So you're about 10-ish feet off the ground.
So what? 1d6 for fall damage
Yes, sir.
for every 10 foot.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yeah,
diving off this
exactly.
balcony, sword in
gonna-
hand,
Dark
coming
Souls
down on
this
red,
gargoyle.
raining the pain.
Falling attack.
Oh, we don't have a Bergin on our screen. You said you're coming down on a red?
Yep, and that
Gotta
is
serve your
a
woman. Nope, good man.
27 to hit.
That definitely hits.
That definitely hits. With 11 damage on the first attack. And then again
11 hurt.
a 27 for 14 damage.
Excellent. Davos comes down. Again, leaps off the side. I am gonna make you take six points of bludgeoning damage as you do.
All right.
Impacts hard, but you land on the back of this gargoyle and immediately try to sink your sword into it. And while normally the stone would be resistant to this type of piercing, the magic within your blade actually wedges itself between the arm or between the shoulder and the arm of this creature, and you sort of pry and crack loose to where the arm sort of falls a little limp at its side. You do a pretty good bit of damage to it. It is not quite critical, but pretty fucking close. As we round, you still have the rest of your movement if you would like. I'd say you use maybe 10 feet to get down there. And Bergin, who is me, Bergie boy, he sees Goldbrand's up here, is probably going to be able to get the blue one, so he's going to try to come down here to the green one. 1, 2, he's going to pop him, I think, or actually he's going to start with his mace.
I think
That's a
Bergin
very good thing to do.
would shoot him ace.
Well, I'm going to bonus action mace first, because he can do both. Because the bonus action does not... oh, where's his spiritual weapon? Sir. Oh, there it is. Boop. Excellent. A 21 to hit most certainly does. Gonna roll some damage on that real quick. Just put this over here in the web. 5, and he doesn't have to get quite that close, so he will stay a little far back. Okay, only gets 5 with the spiritual weapon, but that's okay. He's going to pop with the shooting mace. And that one. That sucks. I'm not going to make him hit Lothar, but he does miss that shot. We round to Goldbrand. What you got, dog?
Before Goldbrand starts his turn, I want to jab my elbow into his ribs a little bit and say, "This guy thinks he can throw rocks at you. Here's some to throw back." And I'm gonna slide him the 3 magical stones that I made earlier that I didn't actually roll for. That I'm gonna roll for now.
I love that.
This is
Since you pick those up off the ground, I like to think they're chunks of the gargoyle he threw at Goldbrand. So it's like, hey, here you go. Here's a chunk of orc.
I told him I'm taking that axe from him's twos. So we're doing that after this.
Well, it rolled for a hit. Don't worry about that. But they do 6 damage each.
Yeah. Does Goldbrand have line of sight on this gargoyle?
The Nightstone's kind of in between, but the Nightstone's also floating. I'd say you do.
Okay, I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to cast, from action, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on that gargoyle.
On orange? Heard?
Yes. And then
Roll
I'll
to hit.
bonus action Rage.
19. That certainly do hit. 14 points of damage onto orange. Excellent.
Now whoever swings at it next has advantage.
use your bonus action to rage. You can use your movement if you would like to. It's re-round.
Uh,
Go ahead, motherfucker.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I know it's gonna smack me, but I've already raged.
Harshnag gets his next legendary action. He's going to use it with half his movement speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to come up here. He's actually going to knock these two guards out of the way as he charges through. Technically, they have to make saves or fall prone, but they're sort of commoners, so they're guards, so, you know, they fail. With that, we go to the top of initiative order with Z. What you got, homie?
Goldbrand, you just moved down here, yeah?
Yeah.
Right there. Okay. I'm gonna trust that you're gonna handle that. I'm up here by Blue Boy. I'm gonna use I think I'm gonna cast an ice knife on Blue Dot fella.
Heard? Cool. Alright, roll to hit.
Damn.
20 does hit. Damn. Okay. So that's... He has to make a dex save, which he's probably going to fail. He only has a 20% chance to pass. Yeah, he failed. And he's going to take all 15 of that damage. As you hurl out this chunk of ice, it hits like right between the wings. As it shatters, like it frosts over the edges of the wings, and like the stone with the very sharp temperature change cracks a little bit. What else you got, homie? You got bonus action?
I'm not going to use just yet, but I am going to use my movement to... Shoot, where do I want to get? I'm actually going to use my movement to scoot like right here.
Gotcha.
Does that completely remove my line of sight from the big guy? I assume that I can still see this gargoyle. I just hit sort of through that, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, on the next iteration of the map, I'm going to take that little thing out.
Okay.
All right, you're good. Harshnag the Grim comes up. He's going to take a step toward Bergin, and he's going to lay into him with his axe. Gets a plus 11 to each of these. And Bergin's a human, isn't he? Oh, no. All right, a 23 and a 20. And I think both of those hit Bergin. Bergin is going to take 52 points of slashing damage. Which his total, we're going to say he was at his max of 73, because you guys took a short rest. 73 minus 52.
21.
Yeah, you're right. It's with just his first swing, he has got Bergin down to near critical territory. He's got him kind of fucked up. Harshnag's going to end as we go to Gargoyle A and B, which are blue and red respectively. Red, having been attacked by Davos and Ark, Davos jumped on it, so I think he's going to prioritize you. He's going to swing both of his multi-attacks onto you. Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. 22 definitely hits.
19 meets.
19 meets. Okay, so take the 8 from the bites, and then I'll roll the claws real quick. Take 14 damage total as the gargoyle retaliates against you. This next one is going to, since Z, you peppered it with a knife, it's actually going to try to 5, 10, 15. It's going to land on the top of the well house here, and it's going to go ahead and go with a couple of strikes against you as well. Let's see, a 21, I'm going to assume that hits. And then a 12, I'm going to assume does not.
No.
Take 7 points of damage as the gargoyle pursues, and we go to Ark.
Ark is going to hit the, gargoyle another couple times.
Get him.
See if this works for me.
Okay,
Ooh.
that works for
Yeah.
Devin.
Yeah, sorry.
So
the first two
You
that
said
So the way that Ark is technically supposed to work, he's supposed to swing twice with one weapon, and then once with the longsword. I will count the first 2 swings as his actual swings. 12 doesn't hit, the 29 does. The crit being a 3 kind of sucks ass, but you know, he does deal 16 points of damage. And before he makes his second swing, Ark comes up his mace, sort of glowing this dim red, and just beats into the oh, perfect timing. Ark takes his Red Death's Rage and just hammers into this gargoyle, the spikes of it shattering the wings, breaking apart the stone as if a sledgehammer, and just beats it into rubble as this first gargoyle falls. Ark does indeed!
First kill.
Classic Ark.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you
They can
saying
grapple.
he still has a longsword attack?
Indeed.
Yeah.
I would say, I know he's here, but unless he wants to take over, he'll probably just turn around and hit blue with that longsword if he can.
That's cool. Are you guys loaded in on Roll20 and D&D Beyond yet?
I'm currently getting loaded in now.
I got my
Cool.
computer up, but it's frozen right now. It's angry.
So 37 hours or so you'll be up. I got you.
I feel like that's the most logical.
Yeah.
No, I got you. Yeah, go ahead and roll for the longsword.
I
Got
think
you.
it's plus. You gonna do it, Devin?
I got you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Since you said your integration
13.
was broken.
13 does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, did you go to features and traits for his character sheet?
Me?
Brandon.
Me? No.
Yeah, I go to features and traits for his character sheet.
Oh, yeah, you have to click the Features and Traits tab for, what is it, Beyond 20 to recognize the character sheet.
It's not working for me either, for Davos. I think it's my computer or browser.
Well,
That is
mine
unfortunate.
was being weird too, and I just clicked features and traits, and it said that it synced. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So if you leveled up or if you did anything, sometimes the integration, it's weird.
Features and traits.
As Ark ends his turn, Harshnag is going to make a shove reaction against Bergin. I need Bergin to make a strength save. Strength save. Oh, and it meets a 17 is exactly what he needed. So he is not pushed 10 feet or knocked prone, but it does waste Harshnag's legendary action. The three gargoyles on the south, again, D, not quite able to get to Lothar, is going to try to make another, what was that, a dex save?
Actually, a strength save, I think, against it.
Strength, they do a little better in that. Oh, and I'm doing regular. Well, let me do saving throws. Interesting. Other way that's not near close enough. He is unable to claw his way out of this web. The other one is going to make its attack at disadvantage on the little girl, Miss Enwis.
After I
Bite-
smacked it? Well, I shot at it.
It also, oh, you are in range of it now. I forgot you moved.
Yeah, I did.
So I will recant that. Thank you, Devin, for that. I thought you were still up there by Blue Boy. It makes this attack at disadvantage on you. The bites, 14 was the lowest, so that doesn't hit. Does a 15 beat?
14 meets, actually.
Oh, so you take damage from both of those. Yeah. As it claws into you, you're raging now, so this will both be halved. So 7 damage total to Goldbrand. And E is going to try to make its strikes on Ranrak. 21 hits.
Jesus.
Oh, 6. Ranrak goes down. You watch as this Drow boy, many of you have seen before Gideon's disappearance, was a close friend of his. Both of them newly freed, who had been freed from the Iron Ring, and of a similar age. I think they were about 14 and 12 before Gideon's age jump. But Ranrak, trying to protect Enwis and push her away, gets the talons of this gargoyle cleave into his collarbone and pull him to the ground, and just blood begins spilling out onto the field. For intensive purposes, he is down. Not true dead, but pretty fucked up. That is going to bring us to Pandora. Pandora, for situational awareness, you hid behind a fruit stand and shot something with your last turn. I think you shot the yellow one, if I'm not mistaken, Devin.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
As I do.
Yeah, as you do. You saw something try to fuck up some kids, you're like, nah, and shot him. So, as one should.
I might be a pirate, but I still got some standards.
Oh yeah, humans aren't cargo, mate. Jack Sparrow.
Right?
shit.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep shooting whatever I'm shooting, because obviously,
Yep.
gotta
Fire
finish
away.
the job.
I will
Alright.
remind you, you can use a shot to do extra damage, but you have to announce it before. And if you want your sneak attack, you're gonna have to hide before you shoot.
Was I not hidden?
Well, you hid and shot earlier, so when you shoot, you reveal yourself, so you have to re-hide.
Okay, I gotta re-hide and shoot. Gotcha.
Do you need me to
If
roll
you
that?
want the bonus.
I'll just I'll shoot this turn and then hide. That way I get back into my my groove.
Okay, and that keeps you protected in between turns. It's the better way to do it.
Yeah. So let me pull up. I've got my thing. I just gotta. It's hard on mobile. Let's see it. There it is. Okay, actions. Let's see if I can roll. Maybe.
And are you using a bonus charge before you do?
No. 15
Okay, gotcha.
to hit.
Oh, I think that misses. That
Oh,
meets. No, you're
shit.
good. Go ahead and roll damage.
Huh. Hell yeah. Alright, rolling damage. Oh, that was dicks. 8.
8. Oh, unfortunately, not doing a whole hell of a lot of damage, but you are beating it down. It does seem like it's beyond the bloodied point. You still have your bonus action to hide, so go ahead and roll that check, and then you can move if you choose to. While you do that, we're gonna round to Davos. You just help save your girlfriend. She's not in critical condition, but she is bleeding. She's wounded. You see the other gargoyle not far from her. What do you do?
I gonna run past her, grab her. While I'm moving past her, pull her in, give her a nice smooch, nothing tongue, just a kiss on the lips. If you have any
Little
potions,
squeeze of the butt.
yeah, at the same time, simultaneous. And then I'll say if you have any extra potions, give them to Ark as I run and wreak havoc on this blue gargoyle with what's it called? Blade of Night Erembor. Let's see.
Yeah, get him. Also, I saw that. Barbara, thank you.
22 for the first.
That certainly hits.
And 12 damage.
12, excellent.
And the second is a 29, which is a crit.
Oh, fantastic. What's your damage on that?
So that's going to be 14. And if he's still standing, I'm going to Divine Smite.
Question, is 14 with the crit?
Yes. 3
Okay.
plus 4 plus 7. Yeah.
He is still standing, but he's in pretty rough shape. You gather he's in critical 0.
I'll do a first level Divine Smite, which will actually be 3d8 with my Blade Knight hack.
3d8? Oh, that's right, because the blade gives it an extra one.
Yes. And you
Excellent.
get 2 off
18
the first.
damage.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And a 7.
Davos, rising from the now gravel of the gargoyle that attacked Helena, steals his smooch, whispers his suggestion, and sort of almost dancing between her and Art, come back and immediately just 2 sharp stabs to the gargoyle, and on the second one, this radiant energy just illuminates his blade, and as he stabs in, lights up the gargoyle from within, to where you can see all the cracks that are just bleeding light at this point, and it erupts at this burst of radiant energy as you smite it.
Man,
you
I'm
still
all
have
about
your...
and smashing. Damn.
No, yeah. Now, the smite is the bonus action, is that right? Or is it just a add-on to the
I think
attack?
it's like an add-on, like free action.
For Divine Smite, I think you're right. So you still have your bonus action, you still have some of your movement.
You know what? I'll do Inspiring Smite. So anytime you use Divine Smite, I'll use my Channel Divinity, which is a bonus action, and I get 2d8 plus 3 to anyone within 30 feet. So let me roll that 2d8. 10. I'm gonna give it to myself. I'm gonna need it.
No, go ahead.
So 10.
As you do that, we go to Bergin, who is in rough shape. Going toe-to-toe with Harshnag. While that wasn't his plan, he's actually going to try something. He's going to move his mace over to Harshnag. He's going to have it swing with his bonus action. No, where is it?
Hey, Ark, you have 51 hit points. I don't know if it's on your character sheet.
A 20 for his spiritual weapon. Fantastic. And what was the damage for that? Only 7. Pings Harshnag for... Oh! A 20 does not hit.
Wow.
Again, you guys have fought with Harshnag before. And looking at him, the only part of him that is not petrified is his armor. Plate mail. Beautiful and gleaming, and you gather it's magical. In addition to that, his skin is also stone. I mean, he is very resilient. That does not do what he wants to. He's going to use his bonus action to try to peel away. He sees the web. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to try to relocate toward... Or, well... anyone who wants to can make an insight or a perception check. Bergin included.
Can Bergin
I'm
use
Steven.
his action to disengage?
That's what I said.
Okay, I heard bonus action. I was very confused about what was going on. I was like,
Got a 12 on that perception.
Goldbrand and Z, you two notice. Harshnag doesn't seem focused
Ooh, I rolled
on you guys. Yeah, he doesn't seem focused on you guys so much. His gaze seems set on the Nightstone. You gathered that is ultimately what he is after. And you know what? I said, I'm going to recant what I said. I said action disengage. We're going to do something different. Bergin clenches his fist, and the blue of the Ring of Winter glows and ignites up as he is going to cast Wall of Ice. And he's going to try to build up the biggest wall he can between him and Harshnag. Harshnag does have to make a save against this, but he is effectively, and this is segments, so I'm going to draw this in pieces and not all at once.
I like that,
Like
that wall of ice.
classic Bergin.
Oh, for real. Yeah, classic Bergin. You're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He technically gets a couple more, so I'm even going to say he does like 9, 10. Try to separate him from the other people. As Bergin's Wall of Ice goes up, Harshnag has to make a dex save, which is not exactly his strong suit. Oh, not his strong suit at all for a fucking stone motherfucker. He got a 1. He does take the full 36 of that. Oh,
Is he still immune to cold?
not immune. Oh no, he is immune. You're right. I thought it was resistance. Fuck you, Devin. You just ruined this. He doesn't take damage from the cold, but he is temporarily halted. Oh, Bergin is going to use the separation to try to move away. And we'll... Since some of you guys noticed, well, he didn't, actually. Never mind. We are going to round to Goldbrand, but just before we do, Harshnag is going to use his second action, second legendary action. He's going to try to break the wall. He's going to make an attack against it. A 25 hits. 30 hit points per 10-foot section. He does 26 of that. So you watch as this segment in front of him is shattered down to almost nothing very, very quickly.
Rude.
Indeed. Oh, why don't you do that? Do the thing. I hate it when you do that. As we're doing that, Goldbrand, go ahead.
I think Goldbrand's going to stay right where he is, and he's going to take his first 2 attacks on that orange one. He's also going to try to aggro the yellow one, but we'll see how that goes.
Get him. Both
Damn.
of those hit.
What is up with the Grim Scythe? It's missing some of its to hits. Interesting.
Are you attuned to it?
I'll check that in a second. So that's +4 total for Rage. And then bonus action, I would like to throw my javelin at the yellow one.
You said +2 total? +4 total?
+4 total.
Thank you. 13, 23. Excellent. 23 plus the 12 is 35. This one is in critical condition. Still entangled in the webs. You also technically had advantage on that, so if you want to roll 2 more Grim Scythe attacks to see if either one of those crit, or technically just 1 more, because only the first attack would be it. Advantage. Yeah, okay, so no crit, but you do deal a healthy chunk of damage to it, and put it in critical territory. As you finish up, we come back to the top with Z. What you got, dog?
Let's see. I'm gonna yell over and say, "Thanks for putting up the wall. You saved me a spell." because I was gonna put up a wall of fire if that didn't happen. I'm actually going to, I guess, through this section. I assume I can sort of see him peeking through now because the wall is partially destroyed.
The wall, you can also see him over the wall. The wall, I think, as written, was 20 by 20. We said 10 by 10. For the purposes of this, we're going to say still 20 feet tall. Harshnag is still peeking up over it. He's close to 30, 35 feet tall, so you still have a good line of sight on him.
Okay. I'm going to, as my primary action, cast Dissonant Whispers at him.
Cool, cool, cool. I love it. What kind of save does he have to make?
It is a Wisdom save.
A wisdom save. Well, let's see how wise he is today, boys. He does have a boost to these. Not a big one, but... not well enough. He takes the 12 points of damage, and what does he have to
So,
do?
as on the secondary note to that is that he has to move as far as its speed will allow directly opposite from me, so away from me.
As part of the reaction to this, or on his turn.
Yeah, it's at the reaction to this, so I don't know if it's immediate or not, but he has
Excellent.
to move his maximum movement away from me.
Fantastic. I think it is immediate, if I recall correctly. Devin? 1, 2, 3, 4,
What was the question?
5, 6, 7,
He has to
8.
use,
Dissonant
yeah,
Whispers
he has to use his
makes him do
reaction.
it
I think
immediately.
is what it says.
Okay, cool.
Excellent.
Excellent.
And then,
Also, the wall is still up. I'm just trying to fix it because they were thin.
and I'm just gonna creep right here. Can I see the yellow guy from this? Like,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
there's a bunch of terrain between us, so I wasn't sure.
Yes, you certainly can.
Yeah,
Okay.
as far as its speed is allowed, immediately.
I am going to actually use 2 sorcery points to do a quicken spell.
Cool, cool, cool.
And I am going to cast the cantrip Mind Sliver at that dude in yellow.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a terrible roll.
A DC 16 intelligence save. They're not smart. He fails like fuck. Does a little bit of damage. Doesn't that do something else as well?
I think that's actually it. Let me check.
And I'm sorry, did you say orange or yellow?
The yellow one. So on their next saving throw, it subtracts 1d4 from it.
So they're basically baned. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so he
Bionic
is marked.
bane.
Basically. Bonus action?
Bonus action.
Oh wait, I'm so sorry. You did Dissonant Whispers and Mind Sliver,
So I used a quicken spell, and Mind Sliver is a cantrip.
which makes it a bonus action.
Right.
Okay. So you still have your movement. While you're doing that, we're gonna go to Harshnag the Granite. Right after I fix the health of this wall, but it won't let me. Okay, that's dumb. He, having ran away and frustrated that you've managed to get the best of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's gonna rush right back up. He's gonna take a second swing against that wall. He hits it. He shatters it. That one segment in front of him. He's technically a huge creature. I'm gonna make him smash a couple of these to get through. Oh, well that one he misses. This segment of wall is gone. It does technically leave behind the light blue, the mist, as it were, but it do be gone. That's his action to do both of those, so we're going to round to the gargoyles A and B, which are both dead. So we're going to round to Ark. What you got, Ben?
You're gonna put it on your
Yeah.
extra dollar on too.
Well, let me pull the map up real quick.
That's 50 cents.
You just reduced one of these motherfuckers to rubble. And, so we're in the middle of some shit. People are getting fucked up.
Oh, it's okay.
Civilians are getting fucked up, I guess.
Oh no. See here.
Like, if you need to come peek at my screen, you can.
Actually, yeah.
Wait. I would like to point out that on my last attack, I rolled a 1 and a 2 for damage. That's
I
frustrating.
feel that. Oh, yeah, that's...
You're right. You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no, you couldn't get to either.
Alright, move me down to the orange gargoyle, and I'm gonna attack him.
Bloop. Pop you over here next to Gully. Pop
Boop,
Orangey.
boop.
Big man.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Swing, motherfucker.
Hey, yeah.
While you're swinging, at initiative count 20, these people do get an opportunity who have been disengaged to move accordingly. Helena does not hand Ark any vials, but 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She seems to disappear. She runs out from the square. Oh, okay. The 21 definitely hits. Inwis isn't gonna leave. Lothar, with him distracted, he might try to.
14.
14, excellent. Okay, you do lay into this motherfucker and deal a healthy chunk of damage. You actually bludgeon it into rubble as well, so congratulations, you're 2 for 2. You still have your longsword attack, and I think enough movement to get to yellow, maybe not to green.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit yellow with the longsword then.
Heard? Good.
Now we're okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
I don't think you technically had advantage.
Oh, I
Dang
see.
it.
You were swing.
So just the first
damn.
one of that, unfortunately, which does not hit. Would have been badass. Crumble down 2 in 1 turn, but unfortunately, fate had other plans. As we round.
Yeah,
to-
that was a lag thing. Yeah.
Yeah, blame it on the lag. All right, one of these gargoyles is dead. C, who has been trapped in this fucking web since he fucking got conjured. It's very
Cozy.
frustrating. He's gonna try to make his way out.
Oh, he finally did it.
19. Okay, he bust free. He used his action to do it though, so he can't even do anything. He will take to the skies. He's gonna be flying about 15 feet off the ground.
Okay. I can at will drop that spell, right? Even if it's not my turn. Can I do that? I don't remember.
I would say to do it in between turns, I would make you use your reaction to do it, but
No, it's fine. We'll round to me soon enough anyway.
okay. That gargoyle, that gargoyle's gonna fly over here. It's gonna land on top of this building here, sort of trying to close in on the 2 remaining victims. E is going to make. Oh, Devin Wheeler, whoa.
Whoa.
It is whoa. Good job. He is not going to attack.
Whoa.
He is. He's going to come over. He's going to try to attack Ark. Since
What
Ark just came
idiot.
up and pummeled his friend. I think a 17 hits Ark. Does it?
No, it does not.
Oh, just a 19.
Oh, 19 meets. Yeah.
Okay, so you do take 5 points of damage as it tries to bite into you, but your hardened scales are proving difficult for it to get a good inflict damage to you. We round to Pandora. What you got, girl?
Alright, so the one that was just on Ark, was that the yellow one?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, we don't like that. So how's it feeling?
Friend.
Is it like
It's looking pretty fucked up. It's I would say it's near critical, like 20-ish to 10-ish% health,
okay,
20 or
well,
less.
I want to pop
I
a
think
charge.
green is full health.
Let's see if I can get this to him.
Green is
Close to full health.
pretty close. Yeah, he took a little bit, but not much.
I don't know why it's not wanting to clicky. I want to clicky the buttons. Let me clicky. It's not giving me the clickies. It just hates me today. Okay, let's see if I can roll it. Roll the hit. Yeah, it's not wanting to put it onto the roll 20. Okay, a 29 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
And did you hear me? I want to pop a charge on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, making sure.
Turd?
No, I got
Yeah.
you, girl. Thank you.
Alright, so let's see. That'll roll it for damage. Let's see, that was 9. I don't know how to pop the charge, though. Let's see, what
That's
is
okay. Yeah, I think it's just another D8. So I don't think you actually click anything on the item. I think you just have to roll another D8 to do it.
Plus
And
6.
if this rolls well, it rolled over a 5. Fantastic. You decimate this. You shoot through it, and the arrow that comes through, that, again, a purple streak from your amethyst bow, and as it moves through the gargoyle, not only does it sort of shatter it, it almost creates like this implosion effect, to where as the arrow moves through, the gargoyle crumples and moves with it, to where it just scatters of stones across the farmland. Excellent, excellent. We round to Davos the Dawnbringer. Pandora, you can use your bonus action to hide and still move if you would like. What you got?
I am going to cast Shatter at Harshnag. It's a con save 14 with disadvantage since he's stone.
Stone, indeed.
And I'm casting it at 4th level, just so you know.
Okay. A
Come
Constitution
on.
save, you
Dirty
said?
to me, Brandon.
Con save, I know. I'm like, 14.
What 14?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Disadvantage indeed. You're right. He does have pretty hardy constitution. But disadvantage. Let's see how it goes.
What would a point of inspiration give me?
I will. Well, I'll tell you what. Normally, inspiration is to re-roll your roll. I will let you do it to make him re-roll his save if you would like.
I would do that.
Fucking do it.
Come on.
He just has to fail one of these.
It means.
Oh, no!
Ah!
So close.
Damn it.
Nonetheless, he's gonna take half damage. Throw up the 4th level shatter. Let's see it, boy.
Is that really? They take half damage? Yeah,
On
half
Shatter?
as much. Yeah,
I'm pretty
5d8 is going to be 27, so half would be 13?
14, because we rounded in your
14,
favor.
okay.
Excellent. Oh, whoops. I accidentally deducted 100 hit points. That's not what I should have done.
No, you should have done that. If we're being...
No. You still have your bonus action, your movement.
I guess I'll run towards these other guys. That's it.
Okay. You're
Okay,
technically in some webs, but I think it's about to go away, so we won't do anything for that. Bergin, feeling kind of fucked up. He's gonna have his spiritual mace make a swing at this motherfucker.
Do you need me to run him now that Ben and Barb are here?
That would be very helpful, actually. I'll go ahead and do his attack here, and he's gonna use his action to patch at least himself up.
I was about to say, can he move to 5, 10, 15, maybe here-ish, so that he's with the group. He's back away from Harshnag and can maybe use an AoE heal to get the Drow boy. And how's everybody looking since I'm Bergin for the moment?
Oh man, I'm at like 40% right now.
I
have not gotten hit once, knock on wood.
I'm good.
Brad.
Yeah, I am below half. So
let's see what we got here. Gets multiple people.
I
I
don't
think he has a
I've been
mass
hit
healing
yet.
word. He has a mass cure wounds and a mass healing word. Mass cure wounds does more, I think.
Do any of those pick up down people?
They all
healing
pick up
picks
down.
up a down person.
Yeah, they all pick up a down person. We can go with mass healing word because he gets big buffs and it's only a 3rd level spell.
Okay. I've already got that up, so I'll go ahead and.
Gotcha.
You're saying 3rd level or 4th level?
It's a 3rd level spell. It's is it one person? No, it's mass. Up to 6 creatures.
I'm asking if you're upcasting it.
No.
Okay. Alright. 12 points of damage to up to 6 targets.
So he's gonna do himself. He's gonna do arc. He's gonna go ahead and just do everybody he can. He's gonna do the Drow boy. He
has to pick somebody to skip on your team to get everybody to get Ranrak because there's 6 of you.
That's fine. He'll skip Pandora, Z, and Davos if he has to get the girl too. He's gonna skip Goldbrand no matter what.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Thank you. So, and Wes needed that because she was just 2 points away from dropping. Ranrak, as Bergin comes over, and again, his the breastplate, the runes across the shoulders ignite with this green energy as he does his somatic moments and sends out this basically pulse of life-giving energy. Many of you feel refreshed, reinvigorated. Ranrak, the boy on the ground, coughs as he stirs to, some of the blood seeping back into his body. Enwis, the tears at her arms and her body being healed up as well. He still has a bonus action.
How many?
I thought he did.
Just for the sake of the room, how many people did actually take that healing?
Okay.
Because if you can get a full 6, I'm only missing 7. But if we're not using the full 6, I guess I'll take it versus wasting it.
I'm actually missing 12,
So,
but that's only if he's got
So
an extra person.
the 3 for sure he's going to get is the 2 Drow children and himself.
Yep.
So he can't get Goldbrand. It sounds like Pandora's at full. He's got to get Arc.
He
so
should
there's
get
2
Arc.
left. So there's 2 left over. So you 2 can have those 2.
okay.
All right, cool.
So all of you gain your 12. As he did use his bonus action. Thank you, Devin. As we round to Goldbrand.
How hard is it going to be for Goldbrand to reach this guy? He's in a hard spot here. He wants to go fight Harshnag, but if I don't hit something, life sucks.
Yeah. I would say you could get there pretty easy. The kids are small. Ranrak's technically prone still.
So I can move through these guys. I just can't stop there.
Yes, correct.
5,
yes.
10, 15, bam.
Fantastic. That is technically on the building, but as tall as you are and as big as your weapons are, you can still hit him.
I have a 10-foot reach. I'm going to mess him up.
Get him.
From below.
Damn right
Get
you are.
him.
Roll that crit first. 24.
Plus rage.
This is the one that hadn't. So 26.
Yeah.
This is the one that hadn't been too bad fucked up. Okay.
I
Roll
think,
your second
I
hit.
think. Oh, you're right. Rage is not double. That's another 2 on top of that.
It is in critical condition. You still have your bonus action.
Yeah, I have to make it. Is it far enough away? Is it 10 feet away from me? Can I throw the javelin without having disadvantage?
Yeah. We'll say you were at the very edge of your.
I mean, I could have
Side's
stepped.
reach.
I could have stepped here.
25.
That makes you feel better.
I'm not even. It's at 4 hit points. I'm not even gonna make you roll damage. You did anyway, but that's okay. So you watch as this burst of light comes out, and while it invigorates all of you, it almost parts as if the Red Sea around Goldbrand does not seem to go to him, and Goldbrand charges through past Arc, past Inwis and Ranrak, comes down 2 heavy times with the scythe before immediately firing off an arrow from his palm and just shattering this gargoyle into rubble. With that, at the end of your turn, he's going to take his second legendary action. He's going to try to charge, and I didn't anticipate this playing in with the ice, so we're gonna do some stuff here. I'm gonna say Bergin. I'm gonna make Bergin roll a wisdom check.
I got you.
I got it.
check?
Yeah, you good? Yes, I got it. Oh, didn't beat it by a whole hell of a lot. Let me do one more thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1 pass. Oh, that's unfortunate. Harshnag comes up. He's rushing this ice wall, and he shatters these back 2 panels, and then one of the panels in the second row. So those 2 are gone. He's immune to the cold damage of the ice, so they are technically still there, but he is not phased by it. He is forcing his way through as we round to Zarok. What you got, dog?
Who's close? Are there like nice people I don't want to hurt close to him right now?
For the purposes of this, we'll say that everybody is running away from the big stone giant.
All right, I'm gonna like still peeking across this thing. I'm just gonna sort of like squint my eyes at him, and I'm just gonna cast a freaking massive fireball straight at that thing.
Get him.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Throw it above his head where it hits him in the head.
I'm gonna launch it, and I'm gonna yell Kobe.
Oh.
Okay.
Suddenly your fireball looks like a spiraling helicopter out of control, and oh.
What is that, beef?
Ooh.
32 points. Does he have resistance? He does not. Okay. Dex save.
Yeah.
16. Oh boy, y'all. Here we go. Oh, he got to 14. Takes all 42 of that fire damage.
32?
32.
32.
32, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said 42.
Oh, I'm sorry. It puts him at blank 42. So my brain was backwards. You still have your bonus action.
Okay. Hang on, just a sec.
Taunt.
Oh, you can drop your web if you would like to.
Yeah, I am gonna drop my web. Just because at this point I don't want to make difficult terrain for my allies.
Preach.
Appreciate it.
What I'm trying to remember is if no, that is a bonus action. I mean, shoot, at this point, I don't really have a reason not to. I guess I'm gonna summon Kaya.
Okay.
He is the last big bad target we're trying to chase down.
And
Right.
obviously he's the target. So I'm gonna, but instead of summoning her like on him, I'm actually gonna summon her like kind of over here by this
Okay.
stand, and I'm just gonna.
What the hell is that?
from the shadows of Pandora, you're actually hiding behind the fruit stand. I imagine you even like stole a fucking, you might be munching on an apple or a pear or something. And the shadows beneath you seem to lengthen and rise up into this shade almost as Kaya emerges. I will also remind you that the light blue is mist that does cold damage when you move through it, and that will hurt her. So if she tries to get up on him, she might take some of that. So just be aware.
Okay.
But you've got your bonus action there. You did your action. We go to Harshnag. Harshnag, the motherfucker. He's going to swing once at the ice above him. That hits. Once at the ice below him. What's he get out of that? 17? I think that hits the wall. I think it has it has a pretty low AC.
Like 15.
They are... Technically, his damage doesn't break 30. So these two are cracked. I'm going to actually just widen them a little bit to show that they're cracked. Because it won't let me do hit points like I did the other time. So those two are cracked. He's almost through them. He's glaring at you guys over the top. Oh, I forgot about those. I should have done that earlier. That's okay. As we go to Arc. Oh, and actually, before we go to Arc, since we hit the top of initiative, Enwis and Ranrak, now picked up, are going to take off. And running back into the square is Helena with 2 healing potions. You see that she grabbed 2 from the apothecary and ran back. She's going to do a quick assessment. Who is hurt the worst? Like, who is less than...
Probably, what's his name? Bergin.
Bergin?
Bergin
Yeah.
is probably not great.
She sees Bergin. She's going to use her action to feed him a potion. Let me get my d4s here.
Open your mouth, big guy.
Oh, God.
They're like the Gatorade bottles at the football games.
Yeah. 10, 12,
The,
16 points of healing to Bergin, who very much needed it.
It's
high
a
efficient
bladder.
squeeze vials.
It's a bladder instead of a vial. Yeah.
You no, do not like that. And actually, why did it bring those gargoyles back? Fuck them. Anyway, as we go to Arc, what you got, homie?
Alright. See here, fine. Okay, I'm gonna move 15 to get a little bit closer. I'm gonna use my breath weapon, since I can use that 4 times now. Thank you, Joey.
Yeah,
Extra garlic.
4 times now. Damn. All right.
Yeah, I can use it for like 4 a day now. Instead of trying to use my breath weapon through the barrier, I'm gonna use my telekinetic one to make the fire appear right above Harshnag.
I love it. Get it. What save does he have to make against that?
Say 16 dex save.
Dex save.
He's weak.
I like that we're picking on his decks, man.
Gross. He rolled pretty well. He rolled a 19. I don't know what he gets to add
Pretty
to
big
that.
dex.
A -1,
-1.
so yeah. 18, so he does take half of that, so he's still taking 7. Excellent. Alright, is that your action
And
or
hold on.
bonus action?
I'm gonna use that as my action, and for my bonus action, here, hold on a second. I'm gonna use my second wind and regain 1d10 plus 10.
Get it.
Dang, nice.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah! 20.
Get that 20 held. Excellent. You send off a blast of fire and rejuvenate yourself. And as you end, 2 of the gargoyles within the city are moving their way in.
Rude.
One of them burst out of the bottom floor of the Nightstone Inn. The other one crashes onto a stand that the blacksmith sets up. One of them is going to make some swings on Davos as he charges up. Probably neither of these will hit you because you're fucking ridiculous.
Neither of those hit me.
And this one's going to come up. I'm going to say he's going to take this first one at Arc, second one at Z. Oh, a 13 does not hit, I'm assuming, Z?
Sorry, I was
no.
muted. No.
Nope, perfect. All right, Pandora. Shadow Puppy in front of you. 2 new gargoyles popped up. What you got going on?
Well, damn, like, I was
Indeed.
wanting to shoot at Big Boy over here, but I guess, got this one,
You
the green
can.
one that's in my immediate vicinity.
You do you, boo.
So we're gonna pop and run as we do.
Same.
Pump and dump.
Eat another pear from the fruit stand. Oh,
Yeah.
Let's see. It's loading.
Yeah, you good, homie.
Why does it take so long to roll? I don't know.
You're right, though. Oh! While we're waiting for you, he's actually going to use one of his legendary actions, because I need to remember to use those. He's going to try to charge through again. Devin, can you have Bergin make another wisdom check for me?
Wisdom check. Just to check, you say. Make sure I do that right.
Yeah, check,
Alright,
not
so
save.
we're popping
You're
out
correct.
with, looks like 29 damage.
23! Excellent. And which one of the 3 targets are you aiming at?
Who, me?
Yes.
The green one. This
Green
one
Okay.
close to us.
29 points is a healthy chunk. Excellent. Is my math right there? Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. Math is hard, y'all. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Excellent.
And drugs, don't do school.
Okay. Alright, there's 2 pieces he's going to try to beat. Going to beat a 17. Okay, with his, he beats that. You guys watch as Harshnag charges through, shattering the last bit of ice that separates him from the courtyard, and now is standing at his full height, mere feet away from the Nightstone. And Ark, you hear him whisper in Draconic, which is weird. Again, a giant doesn't seem to make sense for them to speak in Draconic as opposed to Jotun. But you hear him say, "At last, Obsidian's Vestige." And with that, Pandora has made her shots. She made her bonus action stealth. We are going to go to Davos, the Dawnbringer.
I will say, take this parcel tongue and cast slow, which is a wisdom
Ooh.
14 check.
Excellent. Slow is fantastic. Wisdom, you said?
Wisdom of 14.
He has a +4 to wisdom, so he has literally a 50-50 shot with this.
If
See what
anyone
it
has
turns out to
anything
be.
that impacts his strength, that would be very
Well,
helpful too.
Oh, he failed! He is slowed, so refresh my memory.
He
his speed is
has-
halved, he can only use an action or bonus action and 1 attack.
He takes a -2 to AC and Dex saves, so now he's got -3. He can't use reactions. He can either do an action or a bonus action, not both. He cannot make more than one attack.
One attack.
Eat these
And if he
nuts.
tries to do a spell, he has to roll a d20. If it's an 11 or higher, the spell does not take effect until the next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell.
Excellent.
I will,
Um,
I guess, copy paste. I can
Yeah,
actually
go ahead.
do that up to the 40-foot cube. There's no other. Could I get the orange gargoyle with that?
with 40 feet cube, you could target any of them, I think, because that's an 8x8 square.
It says I can do it to up to 6 creatures, so then I will make the other 2 also roll wisdom checks then.
Oh my god. Flow is broken, y'all.
I was saving it. Oh, they all fail.
Fail! Oh my god, fantastic. I almost feel bad for them at this point. Shit.
But they do get to,
Mhm.
at the end of each of their turns, roll again.
Make another check, yeah. Had to be a 14 wisdom. Yep.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Alright, excellent.
And that's it.
Anything else for Davos? Okay? That's going to bring us to Bergin, who just got patched up by Helena. Chaos about. What does Bergin do?
Oh man, there's so much going on. Now that Harshnag is here and present and slowed, very interesting. All right, Bergin, you got anything that's gonna make it where he can't pick up that stupid stone? Can I? I hate command is one word, or I'd be leave it.
You can say leave.
Oh, it lasts for X amount of time, doesn't it? That's what. What's her name
He's also
did?
concentrating, by the way,
On
on
what?
Wall of Ice.
Oh. Interesting.
And he does have his Mesa.
Although at this juncture, I would say concentration on the wall of ice probably.
Moot, yeah.
Yeah, he could drop it if he wanted to. Sorry, he doesn't seem to have a whole lot of things that's going to be helpful for doing damage, which is fine. How does Harshnag look?
Not bloodied. He's a little scuffed up.
So, does Bergin have any idea? Does Bergin think that he can help Harshnag? Can he make
He
a
can
check?
try to make a medicine check.
Oh,
Say
I
it's
feel like-
18.
I feel like Spencer
Excellent.
/ Bergin would try to cast Remove Curse because he loves that spell, but
You're right.
I don't want to just up and do it.
Assessing the situation. Bergin knows he has the capabilities to cure a petrified individual, but what's going on with Harshnag is very complex spell work. He is not just petrified, he is an animated statue. Because of that, he thinks it might be more challenging. It might take a little more power, it might take a group, it might take some type of enhancement to his abilities to fully be able to cure Harshnag. But he doesn't think it's impossible.
I think he will, just to give us a second. He'll go ahead and cast Command.
Okay?
And he's going to say flee.
Flee. Okay. DC 16 Wisdom save. Oh, whoops. Not a Wisdom check. Wisdom save.
oh.
Oh, okay. So he has to use his next turn to move away, but he's slowed. Interesting. Okay. Anything else from Bergy Boy?
He didn't know. No.
I'm gonna say legendary creatures, despite the fact not being able to make reactions, still get legendary actions. What's your thought on that, Devin?
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. I feel like that's like their whole shtick. He's gonna use his second legendary action. He is going to he's gonna
Unless
try
it
to
says that they take a reaction. But that's not how they work, I don't think.
No, I don't think it is, because they get multiple per round. Arc, make an athletics or an acrobatics check, whichever you prefer.
Ooh, okay.
He's going to likewise make one. Ironically,
18.
we have the same.
Oh, damn.
19! Oh no! So close!
Ooh.
He reaches down and he grips you very tightly. He has you effectively grappled or restrained? Grappled. So he has you within his hand. You can't move away from him. You can still attack him and stuff, but to move away, you're going to have to try to break his grip.
Alright.
Goldbrand, what you got?
Goldbrand's going to do what Goldbrand does. I think he's just going to go ahead
Damn
and
right.
take care of this one step here. Actually, I take that back. He's going to start out by throwing his thing so he doesn't have to throw it at disadvantage. Then he's going to step up and do the thing.
Okay. Oh, while you're doing that,
Gross.
I wanted to get a picture of Statue Harshnag and make one using the AI, and it didn't work quite perfectly, but I kind of like what it came up with. I'm going to drop this art in the chat of the petrified Harshnag, because he looks a little badass.
Zombie Harshnag.
You're right, though. It does kind of look zombie-ish. Devin, which target were you hitting? The orange?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll
the second one hits.
take my step forward here.
That
So the-
AI generated images is
The
something
first one
else.
doesn't hit? The
So
27?
cool. 20. Oh, those are damages. I'm sorry. No, I do see now. Both of those hits. So 9, 15 plus 4. That's 19. 28 points of damage. Excellent. You put him about bloodied with that one swing. Excellent. You still have your... Oh, no, I see you did your starry form, and that one did miss. We go to the top of the round. Most of the civilians have cleared out of the general area. Helena still has one potion, and she's going to do another sweep to see who is hurt. Is anyone, like, near half?
Arc?
Not anymore.
Goldbrand's still looking pretty good, so if you want that, well, Bergin is at
I will say that she knows enough about y'all's situation, and that Davos tells her enough to where she knows you can't be healed by normal means, and she hands you a greater healing potion.
Okay. I'll put that in the bag.
Excellent. Zarok, what you got?
So he's holding Arc.
Yeah, he's got.
Yes, he's got him in his grip.
Biscuits. Okay.
Indeed.
You don't have to worry about damaging me with fire if that helps.
Indeed.
I mean, are you immune or resist?
I have resistance, but I actually have a chromatic wording, so I can grant myself immunity if I need to.
And check that. Is that a reaction, or do you have to do that like ahead of time?
Let me see.
By the way, Devin, that was a greater, so 44 plus 4 if you decide to use it.
Gosh.
I don't even know if I'm actually allowed to ask him that, but I was like, oh.
I mean, you've traveled with Arc for a little while,
Yeah, it's an action.
so he can become immune, but until that point, he is resistant.
Okay.
Could probably aim it in a way where you shouldn't hit him, huh?
Depends on the spell.
If I lobbed it at the back wall like a fireball or something, yeah. Although, really, what I'll probably do, because I don't... What's that? I think instead what I'm going to do for that is... I got this gargoyle right up on top of me. I'm actually not going to take a shot at that dude. I think I'm just going to try and pop this dude up here.
Okay. What'd you hit him with?
I'm going to use Burning Hands.
Okay. His AC is lower because he's slowed, so you have to beat a 13. Oh, no, he has to make a save. Excuse me.
I think it's at the end of their turn.
No, he's making a save for Burning Hands.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. He does pass his save, so he takes half. He may have... He does not. He takes 3 points of damage.
Wait, that's a
his
dex
bonus
save.
action.
He should
Yeah.
have a negative 2 to that. Sorry.
It's still...
So he still
Oh.
passes. Sorry.
Thank you for reminding me, but yes. Yeah, still passes, but thank you for the reminder. Alright, so he takes a little bit. You still have your bonus action and your movement. Since your stones are a bonus action to conjure, I will say you can use a bonus action to throw them, if you would like to.
Yeah, I think I will just sort of flick one at him.
Okay. Rock versus rock.
I think I just have to roll a d20 to hit, so I'm just going to do it this way.
Yeah. You'll get to add a little bit to it, like...
That's not good. Oh, well, it's
Well, you get to add your proficiency bonus,
plus
which by
10.
default is a 10.
Yeah.
What's your dex?
my dex
modifier.
is +1.
Oh, okay, that does not hit, unfortunately. Close, but no cigar. You're welcome to move. If you move away from it, it's gonna... Oh, wait, can't have a reaction. You can move away without fear of being hit. Kaya also gets to move, if you would like her to.
I'm sorry, but I feel obligated to mention that Magic Stones, it hits like a spell. He gets to add his spell casting stuff to that.
What's your spell...
At the spellcasting modifier is +10, so...
to hit?
Yeah.
Then that would hit. Fantastic.
+10?
You rolled 6
Yeah.
damage
Oh,
earlier,
wait.
so...
I'm actually maybe reading this wrong. It says spell attack +10.
No, that's
yeah,
right.
that's yeah.
Solid. So that does do damage to him. Kaya still has her move.
Rolled a
This
6
says
earlier.
spell casting ability modifier, so maybe it's just your plus. It's
Plus-
not your proficiency
wisdom?
bonus too.
My wisdom is... Well, I think mine's charisma, right? It's +4.
Yeah.
So 4 plus 4 is 8 plus the 8 plus 6 is 14, which would beat their temporary AC of 13. So yeah, that damage just goes through.
Okay, I think it's 6 from what I rolled earlier. That got really complicated.
All this for 3
Yeah,
more
I already
damage.
got them. Yeah, right. Excellent. Okay.
Can
would
Kaya,
you- would-
can Kaya attack him?
Yeah, she can run up on him. She has enough movement, I think. She technically, I think, would get an attack of opportunity dealt against her, just due to the fact that the gargoyle is there, and I don't think she can get to Harshnag without passing it.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
I mean,
Or
she can only move
she
towards.
can use her action to disengage, move by the gargoyle. She just won't get an attack. Oh, whoopsie daisy! Fuck, my drink overflowed.
I don't
Break
know where
/ cleanup time.
I don't know where her
Get
DC
close.
is. Looking at this. Oh, 14 armor class. You know what? I am just gonna go for it. Whatever.
Risk it for the biscuit. All right, he's gonna make an attack on her after I poured 2.5 shots of black rum. Perfect.
Couple shots of vodka.
Making my little potion over here.
Oh, dude, I'm going to make a Guinness Boilermaker.
Okay. I fucking love
Stop.
bullshit. I'm gonna say he gets to make a bite attack as his reaction. Oh wait, he's slowed. He does not have reactions. I'll shut the fuck up and take that back.
Oh, that's fine.
Kaya is good. Go Kaya. Do what you want to do.
So I'm gonna roll. So that actually hit over here. I'm actually gonna roll twice because it's advantage if an ally's with it. Doesn't matter within 5 feet. So I don't think either one of those are gonna
Unfortunately
hit.
not. Little Kaya goes up. She's doing her damnedest. This guy is 35 feet tall, so you know.
Just
Little
nipping at his
imbalance.
ankles a little bit.
Basically. We are technically with Z at the top of initiative. We are a little ways into our thing, and I did make a mess. So we're going to take 5-10 minutes, and we'll see you guys in a second.
Cool.
Alright.
With that, my dudes, we're going to pop back in here.
Still racking with the Kraken.
Ooh,
Mm.
yeah. Bloop. Got my handle, you know.
Ooh, we got Kraken too.
Kraken's been my standby for a hot minute now. Alright guys, we're rounding back into it. Z just made his move. I think we ended on Harshnag's move, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
He is commanded to move away, to flee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He does drag Ark along with him. I will say Kaya gets an attack of opportunity.
Now, hold on. He has half movement speed because he's slowed. He can only move Arc half
He
of
has
his
to-
movement speed.
He has to use. Well, he's 2 sizes larger than Ark. I don't know if that still applies. And
The
B,
rules do
he's
not-
using his action to move. He's using his action to dash because that's what flee would make him do.
Yes.
His movement is half, so he is moving the full. I think that he moves Ark uninhibited. If you want to look that up while I do this thing real quick.
There are no specific rules, to my understanding. It just says,
Oh God.
like it doesn't specify
That does not-
size.
In
How to
my
work
mind,
people.
something 35 feet is not going to use half its movement. I would say maybe a penalty, but I don't think half.
Make him trip on a stone 5 feet.
Do it.
Use magic stone for different purposes.
That is his action. He ends his turn. He gets to make another wisdom save. He has to beat a 14. Wisdom save. Save. That's a different thing, Joey. Don't hit that button.
No, it does. Unless the creature is 2 or more sizes smaller.
Damn it!
That's what I thought. Oh, as Harshnag moves away, you watch as the effects of the slow sort of dissolve on him, and his frustration is evident. So much so that he's immediately going to use one of his legendary actions. Oh my god.
I hate
Actually,
you.
it's got it. You do indeed. You don't know why, but you do. Yeah, Davos. You watch as he throws Ark at you.
Oh gee.
Ark,
God, yes, Daddy, harder.
Is that considered a ranged weapon attack?
sort of.
Because I
Shield
do
punch
have the shield.
I'm a magic
First time you
missile.
fucking used
Oh,
No one hits me with ranged weapons.
Oh
It's
my
always
God.
magic.
Well, magic attacks, if they're ranged, are ranged. Oh, I might have to look at the shield. Does it say ranged weapon or ranged attack?
Ranged weapon.
I see.
and its resistance.
And
What is
I'm
that,
a
half
motherfucking
damage?
weapon, let me tell you.
Indeed. I need Ark to make a dex save. And I get to roll to hit Brandon +9. 18 does not hit you, does it?
Misses.
Excellent.
What the hell?
So,
What?
did you roll that dex save, Ark?
One sec.
I'm digging Fred Boat's music here. Like,
Nice.
geez.
It's Monster
21,
Hunter,
baby.
last I looked.
Excellent. You're gonna take half. Ark, I need you to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Davos, you managed to sidestep. And
Glad
miss this as he
20.
comes crashing into the stand that's set up behind you and just destroys it. Ark, you stand up and like, thankfully this is not a weapon stand. I think this is like a general goods stand, so... Oh no! That's a bear trap, isn't it? There's some pokey things in there. It doesn't fuck you up too bad, but...
Is that
it's
14 the half, or half of 14?
The 14 is halved. It's 28 normally. With that, we round to you, Ark. You've just been chucked across the courtyard. What do you do?
I assume you're not happy about it.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna roar in anger and use my breath weapon on the orange gargoyle.
Get him. He has to make a dex save.
16, yes.
Probably won't beat that.
Let's hit the closest
Does not.
thing. Yeah.
I love that.
Excellent.
Gets thrown across the
16 points of
battlefield,
damage.
immediately gets up and breathes fire.
You still have your, I think, bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
Gargoyle. Yeah, the gargoyle looks pretty fucked up. For your bonus action, since you didn't use a main weapon, you don't get a bonus action swing since you didn't attack with your main action swing. Because two weapon fighting only gives you the bonus action swing if you make an attack action. I think that's right. Do you have any other bonus actions you can make, my dude?
Not currently. I'll end it there.
Okay. With that, we're going to go to our two gargoyles, who are slowed. One of them is going to make his attack at disadvantage, is that correct? No, he just gets to make one attack. It's going to make his attack at Ark, or excuse me, at Z, the green one. He does not hit. The orange one is probably going to try to hit Davos. Ark just hit it, but it was fighting Davos. I think it's still going to be targeting Davos. That do hit. For like the first time ever. Hit Davos. 6 points of damage, and you get a reaction attack on it if you want.
Smack it. Smack
yeah.
it. For the end.
You said
Stick it
6
with 40.
damage.
Yeah, you take 6, 23 hits, roll and beat a 10.
I believe in you.
9.
Oh no. So close and yet so far away. The gargoyle is just barely hanging on to life. Pandora, you see Ark smash into the stand beside you. You feel lucky that he didn't throw him at your stand, but... what do
Yeah,
you choose
for
to
real
do?
though. My fruits, my cabbages.
You're my cabbages!
Which every turn I'm like literally taking a bite of fruit because like this is some good ass shit. Like, all right, so this green one that's still by me, I'm gonna go for him again since that's literally what I've been doing. So gonna finish it off because Ark's got it over there. That other one, he's Wow.
You weren't really worried for Ark when he fell into the thing. He's like, oh, he'll be fine.
That's just a normal tavern brawl for him. Like shit. Okay, it's rolling. It's taking its
That
fucking
messed me up
time
too
rolling.
bad.
Yeah. Fucking Pandora's over here like, oh my god, are these pears organic? Fuck.
Ooh,
Is that
hold
a
on.
plum? It's fucking October. God, like.
Hold on. I'm gonna use my lucky to re-roll that one. That was not a good. 14 is not good.
Well, hang on 1 second. Before you do that, let me do 2 quick things.
Oh.
I'm gonna make 2 saves for the gargoyles to see if they're still slowed.
Okay, fair.
Both of them are still slowed. A 14 hits.
Okay, so I don't
will
need to re-roll.
because their AC is reduced because when they're slowed.
Oh, that's
So I
right.
will
That's
say,
right. Okay.
Save your luck point.
God.
Oh, also,
that was amazing.
Ben,
God.
you're right. You're damn right. Ben and Barb, you both have inspiration, by the way.
Oh.
Which means at any point you can choose to re-roll a d20. You got this from watching the Fae Fighters concert. That's just one thing that we do whenever they have a concert. You guys get a point of inspiration to use.
Oh yeah.
You only get one. You can only have one at a time, and when you use it, it's gone. But everybody has one of those. Okay, you've made your swing. Hide again?
Yep. Gotta hide again.
Okay.
But damn, 23 damage. Is he not fucking dead yet?
To the green one, I think that is enough. Let me see.
I'm like, I need him
That
to be
is
dead.
indeed. No, yeah, he is down. Again, the arrow moves through it, and since you're so close to the ring of amethyst, as it does, it like swirls and like the stones get caught in the weightlessness of it, to where they're just drifting with the night stone. It's creating a very surreal, almost like stone tornado. Very interesting.
Which is awesome because I got my little amethyst longbow, so it's like
Yeah.
beautiful. I'd like to think that big
Rocks.
stone, is benefiting me in some way.
Indeed. Davos, we just got to your turns, but before you do, he's going to use his second
Gay.
gay. That's right.
Yeah, that's Harshnag using his second legendary reaction.
Oh, wow. And we've been banned from YouTube.
There it is.
1, 2, 3, 4. He only gets to move half his movement with this one, so he's just going to march forward, standing eerily in the mist of Bergin's wall of ice.
Menacingly!
Menacingly. What do you do, Davos?
Since he's throwing stuff at me, I'm gonna throw something right back at him.
Do
Get
it!
him.
Come on, javelin. Ooh, miss.
Damn.
He does still have to make the dex save thing. What's the save on that?
So it says, since he's the target, I have to roll a ranged weapon attack. On a hit, the target takes the damage from the javelin plus 4d6 lightning damage. But it
It's just
doesn't
everything
say. Yeah,
Mm.
because there was no one else
Okay.
in the line.
We're gonna do one more thing. Roll a d20. You want above a 5.
18.
Okay, you're good. You throw your javelin. A burst of lightning tears through the mist. He, as big as he is, surprisingly deft, surprisingly swift, especially now that his slow has faded. He's a little swifter than you were expecting, and your bolt goes wide. With that, we go to Bergin. Or I'm sorry, you technically still have your bonus action and movement if you want it. Boots! Love of boots.
Nothing.
Me and Boots match today.
You do.
What's up,
With
Boots?
that, Bergin, what you got, homie?
Bergin, I think, is going to shooty mace this one, and then maybe if he has a bonus action Healy spell. How does everybody look?
All right.
Do you
After that tumble, I'm back at 64.
Excellent. Bergin shatters that one and radiant energy with his shooty mace. He still has his bonus action to heal. Is anyone near half?
I'm near half, yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Alright, he still looks pretty good. Talk about Bergin. What do you have Bergin at? Because his character sheet may not be right.
He is at 61. He got a little bit from that last Healy spell that he did.
Okay, I think he's going to give Ark another. And then I think he may also drop the wall of ice. I'm considering it.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess I have to cast Healing Word, so I have to get to that.
9 points to
Ark.
fantastic. Art gets a little bit of pick me up as you round to Goldbrand. Goldbrand, the statue in front of you has just been reduced to rubble by your friend Bergin. What's he working on now?
I think it's time. Goldbrand's gonna call to Bergin to lower the wall, and because there's nothing else to smack. 5, 10, 15,
Open the
20,
gates.
25,
Close
30.
the gates.
So we can say if
Open
you
the
want,
gate a little bit.
if it's okay, last turn that Bergin dropped that spell,
Yeah, yeah.
and I have enough speed to meet him at our range and take both of my
Fantastic.
attacks.
Very communist of Goldbrand. Our range.
We both have 10 feet range.
Yeah, I know you do. Neither of those hit Harshnag, unfortunately.
That sucks.
You still have a bonus action.
And this way, I can throw this, and it's not a disadvantage.
Also does not hit. Gobrin, while making a... You're still feeling a little cocky after taking down Sansuri, walking through the flames, feeling like a badass. You think, okay, here it goes. I'm going to walk through the mist of this ice wall. Come up, swing, swing, pop! Nothing hits. He is sturdy. As we hit the top of initiative, Helena is going to retreat back. It seems like the civilians have largely cleared from your general area. Z, you're in Kaya's turn.
Whoops. Okay. Yeah, actually, I think I'm just gonna sling another fireball at him.
Do it.
I love it. So he's like, fuck this.
Okay.
24 damage. Harshnag, Dex save. He doesn't have a great score to this.
And actually, I want to use
Oh.
one of my abilities to reroll some of those.
Go ahead. He's actually going to use one of his resistances.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Be happy he didn't do it the first couple of times y'all chuck some stuff at him. Before he was feeling pretty confident. Now y'all are starting, y'all cleared out his things.
Crap, I can remember how to tell what I rolled. Doodly-doo. Can you remind me how to tell what dice I actually rolled?
They're D6s for this. If you hover over the 24 fire damage, it'll show you the individual
There it
dice values. So you can pick like, all right, I'm going to re-roll these.
I think I can reroll
Sub-
up to 4 with this. I need to double
Yeah,
check.
you had a 1, 2
Yeah,
ones,
you
and
had
2
2 1s and 2 2s, so I'm just gonna reroll for these.
Those 4? Okay. So we're subtracting 6 from that, so it's 18 plus whatever you roll now.
Okay.
18 plus...
2 3 4 d6.
18 plus
Better.
13 is 31. Halved is 16.
Okay.
Because he used his thing to pass. 16.
Oh, I see how it is, Ben. You'll take a shot when I'm not there.
Well, I changed my mind.
Oh, marriage. You still have a bonus action. Kaya still has a turn.
Yeah, I don't know. I still have one of the magic stones. I think I'll probably toss one at him just because he said I could.
Do it.
And this time I'm gonna actually roll it from the spell, just so we don't have to worry about what's the modifier and all that.
All that fun shit.
You know, the rules.
28.
The game rule.
Excellent.
Much
yeah,
better.
Big hit.
That's
Just
6
me.
bludgeoning damage, and then
Just me.
I would panic. I'd be like, okay, no more. if it's not a check, I'm not doing it.
You're right though. Like, all right, giving up on hitting.
I guess,
6 damage. I'm sorry.
yes.
And Kaya.
I guess I'll run her up and go for it. I guess, is he technically within 5 feet of? I don't know.
Technically, he is not. Goldbrand purposefully stopped a little further
Yeah,
away.
10 feet. Okay, let me do a little body motion here.
16 does not hit. Kaya, poor girl, having a hard time. She only gets a +5, so she has to roll a 16 or higher.
Oh.
So she only has a 20% hit chance for her base. Oh, she has multi-attack. Correct?
I think it's only if there's an ally within 5 feet. I'm gonna try to play by
Well, that's
truth of the
that's
rules.
pack tactics,
Yeah.
which gives her advantage. But I think that I'm going to scroll down and find her real quick. Crypto Sphinx, Wyvern, Spirit of the
Isn't
Wind.
Goldbrand within 5 feet?
I'm
No,
within
he's
10
10.
feet. I am still technically engaged with him, though, from the perspective of, like, if he left... That's my range. If he left my range, I could smack him.
Is
You
it
are
10
right.
foot?
She does not have multi-attack. You are
I
correct.
didn't think so. That's fine. I'll just let her sit. I mean, it's
Good
doing her
girl.
best.
She sits.
I am gonna
Harshnag.
use some of my movement to get like here.
Fantastic. We just got to the top of the round. Harshnag is coming up. He is going to start off. He's going to make 2 swings against, not Bergin, Goldbrand.
That other badass.
You right.
I mean, Devin's playing both of them, so.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
a
crit.
crit.
Oh, God.
Yike.
So that's the first swing. Also, you see that second part? You see that second part of damage? If you're human, this axe does more damage to you. This would have killed Bergin first turn if I let it do the full full
Yikes.
human damage. So
That's
fuck
a
all
little
that.
weird.
yikes.
It's a little crazy.
With that, so 27 plus 22 That
glad I'm
is
a direct.
49. 49 plus 19 is 68 halved. Goldburn, you take 34 points of damage.
That's alright. I'm feeling
Just
good.
fucking wave me on while I'm doing. Fuck you.
I didn't know you were gonna half it, so I was gonna be like, half?
No, yeah, I got you. Alright, so you take a chunk as he tears into you. That uses his action. At the end of his turn, fucking quit resetting, you piece of fucking shit. At the end of his turn, he is going to use his legendary action.
To suck a
He's gonna
dick.
cast. You're right. He's gonna cast Chill Metal on Davos. He's gonna target your shield.
That doesn't have to be at the end of other people.
Did he know that that's what I was gonna do?
Oh, were you really?
I was gonna do heat metal to his armor. I still am.
That's funny as fuck. I need you to take 9 points of cold damage and make a Constitution. Excuse me, a con save.
There's the save. And you said 9 points of.
Oh, is that a 3?
10 points
Okay.
over.
That's a nat 1.
9 points of burn. So you drop your shield. Okay. So your armor class goes down by 2,
Yeah.
or does your shield give? Is it a plus
It's
1
2.
shield?
It's a plus 2.
Okay. So, he is concentrating on this. Your shield is still affected by it. You see the ice forming across it. Where's my concentration?
Wait, no,
That is
isn't
very
this...
cash money of him.
Wait a second, isn't this at the end of his turn?
Yes, he can use legendary actions at the end of creatures' turns.
At the end of other creatures' turns.
Regardless, he would do it at the end of Ark's turn if he didn't do it at the end of his, so it would still come into play before Davos' turn.
Heard.
But
But
I will
Art
check.
could knock his concentration, right?
Ark could certainly try, for sure.
Good.
As we go to your turn, Ark, what do you do, my dude?
I'm gonna go by Gully here, and I'm going to swing twice with the Red Death Rage. But I'm gonna if if both of those hit, I'm gonna expend both cards to make it a ranged attack.
Okay, for yours you can do that, so go ahead. Ooh, unfortunately neither does. No, that's a little
Dang.
rough. I think that was a 2 and a 7 you rolled there. You still have your bonus action longsword attack if you would like to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out.
Do
Fine.
it.
I like how
Fuck him up.
sometimes Devin's beard turns into space mushrooms.
Dang.
Yeah, right.
All of them turn into space mushrooms.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that does not work. I'm gonna
He is
say
tough.
Devin and Brandon, roll a d20 for me. Roll above a 10.
rude.
No pressure.
Good.
Again.
Oh,
Thank you, Devin. I appreciate it. As you guys are locked into this this conflict, Goldbrand, you see another gargoyle come to join the fray. It is going to come over. I'm going to say it's going to try attacking from the back end of this. It's going to come back here. It's going to make a swipe. We're going to say at Bergin.
Man, I'm tired of these motherfucking gargoyles in my motherfucking town.
These gargoyles,
All
man.
over the place.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Fucking feast or famine. 6 points of damage to Bergin as we round to Pandora.
well, damn. I'm like continually wanting to shoot the big guy, but like got the small fries. So
You always can. It's whatever you want to do.
no, but like he just biting on my Bergin. Like I like Bergin. He's a strong mealy dude. So like.
Yeah, he's carrying us like sometimes.
Yeah, no, as a
Yeah.
pirate captain, I recognize, like, Bergen's place in this crew, and holy shit, he carries the whole ship. Like, damn.
You saying he's carrying them sometimes? It's about 46 sessions of Bergin.
So I'm
Heels.
shooting at, ye old new,
Gargoyle?
yeah.
Get him.
ye old
That's okay, because I think I'm going to try to
Fuck
make
him up.
him easier to hit for melees, but harder to hit for ranged. I'm going to try to put him on the ground. Maybe
Okay,
the
so
advantage.
22.
Harshnag or the
Excellent.
gargoyle?
Harshnag.
Jeez. You could take down a 30-footer.
I'm as strong as a stone giant, so and I get the advantage from rage. So there's a chance that I can put him on the ground. It's just holding him there might be a problem.
Kinky. All right.
Jesus.
Barb's
Normally we
second
leave
line.
that up to Bergin.
And an 18, he might actually see you on. So let me see this. He has a 25% chance to see you.
Yeah, I won't have.
He does not. Okay. We round to Davos.
Two can play at this game.
Got your shield on the ground, freezing over.
He's got an axe, right?
He does.
Hit him with
his
that
axe
bolt.
and his armor are both magical, so they are not petrified.
But they are metal, yes.
Technically, I don't think his axe is, because it's like an ancient giant artifact, and it's a frost giant artifact, so more likely than not it was made of bone and ivory rather than metal.
Would I need an insight or perception check to see that?
Your DM needs to make an insight check as he Googles something real quick.
I guess if I could tell it wasn't going to be affected by the spell, I wouldn't go for the weapon. I did originally want to go for the armor, but I was thinking instead of causing 68 damage to Goldbrand, maybe I need to get rid of his weapon.
I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say that the axe is probably not metal. The armor is. You can use it on his plate mail.
Okay. No check needed. Alright. I will cast Heat Metal, second level, on his armor.
Toast him up.
That's probably worse.
And that's
Indeed.
a
He can't
13.
take off his armor.
Yeah.
Right, well,
13.
It's
he
gonna be
could,
good
but-
dot.
And
Yeah.
he has to make a...
Con save?
It says con
It's a
save
con
or
save
drop.
drop it.
Right,
For the
so...
armor, that wouldn't apply. But I'll tell you this. We'll make him roll anyway. If he fails, I'll say his next attack is at disadvantage. Not permanently, but his next one. You said con?
Con of 14.
Gross.
Unfortunately, 19 passes. You still have your bonus action.
These are 10-foot squares?
5 foot. Technically, they are 10 foot for like the scale, but for battle, 5 foot.
I will just come up 10 foot. What is this ninja face on me for?
You're concentrating on the heat metal.
Oh, you did that for me? Okay.
Yeah.
I do the aura. The aura.
Oh, you can do that instead if you would like. I'm sorry, go ahead. I thought that was for something else. Fantastic. Bergin.
Bergin, I think, cussing like a sailor, is
Indeed.
going to take his first strike on that there gargoyle.
Get him.
Don't see why not. I don't
Get
know.
him.
Spencer cusses like a sailor, but maybe Bergin would not. I would have to ask. Oh,
He
I'm
cusses
sorry.
like a. He likes to think he cusses like a sailor, but he's like, oh darn it.
Cusses like a
Pandora's
holy
over
man.
here, like, trying to give new
Jeez.
words.
Yeah, we are sailors. What are you talking about?
He right.
Bergin gets
he-
bet on the arm.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Your,
In the
your
name of
base
Helm.
hits- What in the helm is going on in here? The 17 does hit. I've got to take off my PJs because it is toasty in this part of the house. Y'all gonna see some
Oh,
ceiling
no,
for a
he's
second.
Take it off the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
wear
we're
sexier
getting
underwear and get a pee.
If you were worried about
Yeah, there
getting
we
banned
go.
from YouTube earlier.
Looks like Harshnag ain't the only thing petrified.
Oh god. All right. Oh. Wait, you guys don't take off your pants at midnight? That's like a rule in this house.
Oh, I never
Um,
started with pants, so.
Yeah,
here we
I
are.
got 5 minutes, so
Beautiful.
haven't
alright,
worn
Bergin
pants
still
for
has
one
a
session.
bonus action.
He's going to use his bonus action to move his spiritual weapon to Harshnag and take a shrap.
Go ahead and swap him.
Wait, did he destroy that gargoyle?
Not quite. No.
Okay.
It's pretty fucked up, but it's not yet destroyed.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out
He didn't
where
make
I'm
both of those mace attacks. Only one of those is.
here. That was my fault. I'm so used to hitting twice. Oh, nope.
15 does not hit. He's
Oh.
resilient. As we round to Goldbrand, who thinks he has a plan to deal with him.
Get him, Golly.
I mean, I guess Pandora gets to keep shooting.
Well, it's
yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna.
Stab him if I need to. Like, I'm not opposed
Yeah,
to
you
some
may
stabbing.
have to, but we'll see if this works out. So, my first attack, I want to try to knock him prone. It's the same thing as a grapple, so it's still the athletics check. Like you get to pick.
Versus athletics, okay.
It's my maybe that's to hit. I'm pretty sure a shove and a grapple is the same thing.
Yeah, they're both athletics checks, contested.
Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to shove, not oh. A shove is like a grapple. I'm trying to shove, not grapple. I realize now.
Does he make a strength save against that, or does he make a contested athletics check?
I might have to roll to hit. I'm sorry. It's been a second since I shoved. It's always grapples.
If it's a strength save, abandon ship. Probably.
I don't think it's a save. He's gonna have to contest. He's either gonna be the athletics or I have to roll to hit. But it's being real slow.
When you make the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature.
So it is a melee attack. Okay.
Yes,
That's what I need to know. I would like to do this recklessly, please.
you can.
I have a question.
Oh, the target must be no more than one size larger than you.
But I am a Goliath.
You count as one size, indeed. Okay, go ahead.
So it is a melee. Is it a weapon attack? So I don't get to. I need to roll
it just
like an
says
arm.
make an attack action. Instead of making an attack roll, you make an athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics. So it is a contested. It is like a grapple, but it uses an attack, so you still have an attack after this.
Yeah. So this is advantage because I'm raging. No more reckless because I have the advantage for raging.
Oh,
Yes.
God. Within that one, I'm gonna say not only do you take him to the ground,
Can
he's
I
gonna take
grapple
some
him
fall
too?
damage.
Oh.
Since he's a big boy, he's gonna fall 30 feet.
bigger they
so I'll
are.
roll the 3d6.
I
So
think
you don't roll
30 foot of
super
fall
great, but
damage.
you did an extra 8 damage.
I like to think he uses the scythe, like he heel hooks him with the blade of the scythe and just yanks his
Beautiful.
foot out from under him.
Plus
Yeah.
Right in the Achilles.
He passes his concentration save, and he is prone, motherfucker.
And I'm going to use my second attack to do the same thing to try to grapple him so that his movement speed is
Okay.
0.
You have advantage on this because he is prone.
And because
Excellent.
of
So he gets to make another contested check. Oh!
Dang.
Oh! I have the animated dice, and it froze like halfway between the 1 and the 19. That's unfortunate.
am I still allowed to use my inspiration?
Yes. Yes, indeed. You have to be the 28. So
I
but
don't.
I'll say,
I don't
you
get
have,
it.
You have to roll an 18 on this,
Oh.
if that makes it any different. Because he got a 28.
No, I'll save it, but I just can't. I can't keep him. Looks like I'm
You
not.
still have a bonus action.
I would like to drink a potion, please.
Please do. While you're doing that, Z, we round to you, my dude. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. For when Goldbrand ends his turn, he's going to use his second
Wow, golly.
I get
legendary
a little
action.
more to that because there's a +4 I didn't roll.
He's going to try to shove you back out of spite. Make a strength save, Goldbrand.
Do I get advantage on these two?
Oh, you don't need it. Okay, you're not pushed or prone. You get to add +4 to that 7, so you gain a total of 11 as we go to Zarok.
Okay.
Davos' shield. Love it.
So he should have disadvantage on dex saves because he's prone. Maybe that's not true, but running up and smacking him is advantage. If you throw something like a rock, it's a disadvantage.
I think you're right about the, Oh, fuck. Dex save thing. I'll double check. It does not say so, but that sounds neat, so I'm going to allow it.
Okay. In that case, I don't know if this is gonna make anybody mad or not. But I think that I am gonna cast a wall of fire and a circumference around him. Like just put a circle of it around the dude.
Fantastic. What's the... I know that does damage one way, so you're making the damage interior, I'm assuming.
Really, I would think like I want to do sort of a semicircle, like obviously excluding Kaya being over here, just sort of through. I can't remember how to draw a line.
They're hard.
Freehand. Thinking like that kind of motion, right? Where he would still be in it, but we're sort of on the proper
Okay.
side of it.
Now that's a circle, right? Like you're.
So I guess is it a straight line or a circle? Let me look. I'm actually just gonna.
What's the distance on it? I'll tell you if it's possible.
So it's 1 foot thick, ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, thick, or you can do 60,
20 foot
or you could do 60 feet
diameter.
long. So it's either a 20-foot diameter circle, or you could do 60 feet long.
That's up to you. Both of those would work for that. It's this. What do you choose to do?
I think I'm just gonna do like the flat wall versus the diameter because I don't want the dude to just like walk out of it. Like,
I get you there.
okay.
All right, so 60 feet, you said?
Is 60 feet? I don't know that I mean, I guess we could do the full 60 if you want. I don't know about doing the whole thing just because it. Well, I guess for the sake of this, it doesn't matter. We could pretend the structures aren't going to get destroyed.
Yeah, you catch the wheat fields on fire, you burn the town down.
It's awesome. Everybody loves me.
Yeah, indeed.
All right.
Just like real life. All right, fantastic. What damage is that? 13 damage. Dex save. Y'all are hitting him where it hurts. His dex is suckish. Oh, he just me. Oh no, he fails. 13 points of fire damage.
And then
He's getting close to bloodied.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna burn 2 more sorcery points to do a quicken spell.
Cool.
And I'm gonna turn around and hit the gargoyle behind me with an acid splash.
Z fucking shit up today. He's like, I've had a long day. I want to go to bed.
I was worried for you for a second because these things have immunity to poison damage, not acid damage.
Oh snap!
He just meets your save, so he's only going to take half, but he's looking pretty fucked up. He's in critical.
Cool. And then I guess it's my last.
Kaya? Oh, well, firewall.
Yeah, she can't attack through it. I'm just gonna let her.
I'll say that you could have attacked with her before you put up the firewall, because she technically moves in the same time as you do.
Oh, a forgiving DM. All right, let's roll and see what she can do.
Indeed.
Not much.
Come on, girly, you got this.
Yeah, I don't think I get here.
15.
No, I don't.
Yes, it's a rough fight for her. As we round to Harshnag, actually, at the end of your turn, he's gonna use his legendary action to charge.
He's
He
prone.
gets to move half his movement. Oh, you're right. So he can't charge, so instead... Okay, he won't use his legendary action yet. He's going to get up. Now he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I need Kaya, Ark, and Goldbrand to make dex saves for me.
You don't see.
Does this invoke opportunity attacks?
This one does not because you have to make a dex save against it. 16, you fail, Goldbrand.
18, I had advantage.
Oh, thank you. 18 passes. Kaya passes. Ark does not. Ark, you take 12 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone. Kaya and Gold take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Which I think might kill Kaya.
I don't
Get
remember
12?
What's her...
I think it's. Let me check.
It's half your...
Hit points are. Well,
I think it's half your sorcerer level.
yeah, I think you're right. On the sheet, hit points are 37, but that's for a regular direwolf, not for.
I think you're right,
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, Kaya gets squashed.
Goodbye, friend.
Harshnag does, however, read Wall of Fire. At the start of his turn, does he have to take that damage again? I think that's how that
I
works.
think so. I think it's anytime they end a turn or if they move into the wall. So,
If you move through it.
yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's if you end your turn within 5 feet of the negative side, or
Not only does he take the damage running through it, or starting his turn there, he's also going to take the damage running through it. So he gets hit with that for a total of 3 pings as he charges through. I love this little kitty down here, Barbara. And then we're... and then that was just his movement. He's no longer prone. He only got to go half his speed. With his action, he's going to make a swing on Goldbrand. He's going to make 2 swings on Goldbrand. Oh! Two 22s, so I'm guessing both of those hit.
Mhm.
Gulbran, 26 points of damage. That's already halved. Davos, his armor is superheated. Does he take damage for that on his turn or yours?
Only on mine as a bonus action if I choose to.
Okay, thank you. With that, Harshnag, or excuse me, Gargoyle A and B are dead. We get to Ark. What do you got, homie?
How much bludgeoning damage did I take from that again?
You took 12 from that. Yes, sir, 12.
Alright, cool.
All right, he's close to the stone. He's within the courtyard.
And I'm prone, right?
Yeah, so you have to use half of your movement to get up, but you still get to move 15 feet. I'll take that little.
Alright, so I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna use my breath weapon once more.
Get it. Fuck him up. Honestly, with the save, that's probably the best thing for the moment.
Yeah, right. Just get up and just hit him.
Oh,
Ooh, that's not great. Yeah. Fortunately, and my roll with nat 20s on saves, he doesn't take any of that.
Okay.
But good, solid effort. You have your bonus action if you'd like to do anything with it. Oh, you also have an action surge, I think, that you haven't used for the day, if you would like to.
You also have a point of inspiration there, buddy.
True.
Yeah, if you want to be inspired.
You know what? Yeah, let's do it.
You want to use that to force him to reroll, or do you want to?
Actually, yeah, force him to reroll.
Okay,
I'm
that'll
gonna
take
try
him
to
a nat
do
20,
damage
so
a little bit.
hopefully he'll at least
Hopefully.
take half. Yeah, another nat 20. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, a 0.
Feast or famine.
I'm gonna say that does double damage because fucking. Excellent. He is below the bloodied point now. He is literally between your constant barrage of breath weapons, the wall of fire, the fireballs. He is a stone structure, animated, but still there are parts of him that are flaming. He is not, at risk of combustion, but he is. Harshnag, indeed. You still have a bonus action. Bonus action if you want to, Ark.
Here. Actually, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. We go to the gargoyle. This one back here is going to take a swipe at Z. Actually, 2 swipes at Z.
Rude.
Indeed. Kind of a motherfucker. Neither. Does a 14 hit Z?
No.
I don't think so. Sweet. Excellent. You get out of that unscathed. Pandora.
Alright, I'm still shooting at this motherfucker because, small fries, trying to, ease it up for the heavy hitters in the
No,
group.
for sure.
So let's roll this and let it roll all the little dice and think about it. Like,
Pandora over here, like, God, I always gotta take care of the fucking locks or the fucking gargoyles. I never get to fight the fucking big bad guy. You destroy him with that first shot.
But you're so good at it.
She is, though, isn't she?
like the unsung hero of the campaign, just like dinking and dunking in the back of the field while the rest of us are trying our
Just
best.
wiping
to
the
not
whole
die.
mob. Like,
I sweep up the garbage. That's what I do. It's a captain's job.
a solid DPS. Like.
Did you just draw an arrow from your cat to Helena? What is Davos? What are you doing?
No,
No, so the order was the shield, and then she was like, "Oh, Davos is pride," and I was like, "No, she's my pride, Helena." And then
Aww,
she drew a cat smiley face.
yeah.
it's fucking cheesy as shit. Okay, I love it. Excellent. Pandora, you are very well hidden again as we round to David.
Let's end this shit.
Pick up your
Indeed.
pride, Davos.
All right. Bonus action heat metal is 2d8. 7
Excellent,
damage.
but it's automatic damage, which isn't bad.
Right.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm gonna run up and swing once.
Swing, batter.
Swing, batter, swing, batter,
it
swing.
didn't- There it is. A 19,
Yeah.
which is a crit.
Oh, roll that fucking crit damage, Daddy.
What is that, an extra?
Hit me,
Jesus.
Daddy.
Extra
In
d8?
this case, it would be that, yeah.
Alright, here's the extra d8. So
14
18 damage
plus-
on the first hit.
No smite.
Anything?
And I want a divine smite, but only if this one misses. Can I retro a divine smite?
If your divine smite on that crit, it gets doubled.
What?
Yeah, because it's a
Well, then
rollable
I
dice.
am gonna divine smite on the crit, and that's gonna be a 4th level divine smite, which should be
There you
2d
go.
for the first
me,
plus
Daddy.
3. That's gonna be 6d8.
I think divine smite caps at 5d8, so you might
There's
want to.
5 plus 1. That's an extra 26 damage.
That gets. Oh wait, that's already doubled.
No.
No, that was
That's
just
52
d8s.
points of damage on that.
But I think
Or
for
do
reference,
we
the
do
divine
double
smite-
damage?
You do double damage, but I think it's capped at 5d8. But because these
Shut up,
dice
Devin.
are rolled,
Shut up,
it
Devin.
is double.
Shut up, Devin. Shut up, Devin. Shut
You
up.
know, Joey over here, he's fucking hitting us like 60 damage, and he's like, oh no, Figgy! But the second he did like 60 damage, he's like, whoa, hold up.
The power of the sun.
Harshnag is
Praise
in
the sun.
critical territory. You come down altogether
You
52, 18. You do 70 points of damage in a single fucking hit. BT dubs, a single fucking hit.
Now watch I fucking whiff this one.
Alright, Thanos, you can pick your
He
pride
is-
back up.
He is very fucked up. What do you do?
Alright, I told you. Called it.
Alright, Bergin. He sees Harshnag.
I
Skin
swear,
cracked,
if Goldbrand
eyes
gets
blue.
my kill.
I'm not gonna kill him.
He's gonna use his second legendary action. He is going to lay his hand on the Nightstone.
Oh, shit. If he
It happens
teleports.
immediately, but you get the sense that something's about to happen. You've got a round.
Bergin goes, oh hell no.
Oh, no, indeed.
Oh man. Okay, so Bergin would like to holler out to everybody that I think we can fix him. And he's gonna run 5, 10, 15. There's not actually anything there, right? Right there?
Technically, there is a well house for the points of this. Don't worry about it.
Okay. He looks real bad. He might just try to smack him and do non-lethal
Get him.
damage.
Okay.
Goldbrand gets to go next, so if he
He
can.
does still have his spiritual mace too, if you would like.
He will probably do both, but let's start with I'm sorry, I'm not in the right character sheet. Let's start with the mace.
Sir, this is a family channel. 16 does not hit. Roll again. Or I'm sorry, roll for spiritual weapon.
It should have been on Harshnag's chin, if we're being honest.
Oh god.
Come on, do the damage.
Devin, for the
Roll a
love
hit.
of Christ.
I'm trying. Spiritual weapon's weird. I got you. I'm dumb. Whoa.
Lord, the-
Why is it not working?
At least we can admit it.
It's making me cast it for some reason.
Make sure that didn't mark off a spell slot. 15 does not hit anyway, so we're good there.
It doesn't when I do other people's.
With that, Goldbrand.
Goldbrand is going to do the same thing. He's going to take attacks and try to do non-lethal damage.
Oh, which reminds me. Actually, Davos, there's no way he could roll high enough to pass the concentration check for his chill metal, so your shield is no longer affected by that. If you get
Okay.
to it, you can pick it back up. I'll say it costs a bonus action to pick back up. I think it's an action rules as written, but
You declare anything
Excellent,
that's
excellent.
non-lethal damage.
+4. As long as it's a
Not
melee
spells.
weapon attack. Yeah,
Yeah,
as
I
long
was
as
like,
it's a melee
I
weapon
can't- I don't
attack.
think I can help you here.
No, but
26. That's 30 points of damage. He is in critical territory. He is very low.
well then I'll use this stupid thing, a charge.
Oh,
Oh.
which one? I guess you can only do the one when you're attacking, I guess.
Oh man, does that mean the necrotic damage would drop him though? Oh,
It's 3d8 necrotic, is that
it's
right?
3d6 necrotic.
Even if you did all 3 6s, it would not kill him. That helps.
I'm gonna do it then because I want the help. Please,
Get
and
it.
thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
When you roll like that, jeez.
he is in he's very close to single digits. You got your bonus action technically, or does that take your bonus
That's like
action?
my bonus action.
Okay. Top of the round, you all can feel. Again, there was before the concert started, it was relatively clear out. And then as the concert came in, the clouds rolled in, brought this lightning, this thunder, and the portal opened up. The sky is going crazy. Lots of electrical activity. You get the feeling something's going to happen very soon. Harshnag has his hand on the Nightstone. Zarok, what do you do?
I'm still drawing on the thing, so let's not do that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little pointer and walk up here where the arrow was pointing at.
I got you.
Damn it! I can't really hit him with anything without like causing legitimate damage.
You might just want to mark him.
Do you have any utility spells that can stun,
Exit-
slow, bind?
I could cast banishment on him, but like,
I get
Not
you.
a
It
bad
doesn't really-
idea. It gives us a second to regroup.
yeah. But the problem is like, what does that really accomplish?
It gets his hand off the nightstone.
Would it
What
cost
if
me
he
an action
vanishes
to
with
just
the
like?
Nightstone?
Would it cost me an action to just look at him like dead in the eye and say, "Please don't make me kill you," and see if he has any sort of reaction to that?
I'll say it'll cost you a bonus action, and you can make either a persuasion or intimidation check.
Okay.
Since Davos just did 70 points of damage, I'll allow you to do that with advantage.
Well, it's a good thing I had it. Let's try again. I rolled even worse.
Wow, you're not persuasive at all.
Oh,
You say this, and you notice no change in the visage, the glowing blue eyes staring you down. Roll an Arcana check.
Okie dokie.
I mean, he is a stone-faced killer.
That's not going well.
Wow.
Um, With
Literally.
a 12, you don't learn much.
Hell, I might even.
But you recognize, you know that certain spells don't work on certain targets. For example, like the statues, the chess pieces that you guys fought. You could not command them because they do not have a mentality, a will. You've known that they've commanded him, so there's something there. But something makes you think that Harshnag is not the one in control in this moment. This doesn't. He's speaking in Draconic. He's not responding to people that he should recognize. Something is up. Something is manipulating him. That was your bonus action. You still have an action.
I don't want to kill the poor guy, but
If you have something that can push him away, maybe.
yeah, I do, but it will probably cause a decent bit of damage.
Just do it. Just
I
go
don't
for it.
know. Can I try? I mean, as good a time as any to break it out. Can I try to use my whirlwind?
Yeah, do it. Let's see. Roll it, or he has to roll against it, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I also have to figure out how to use it. So give me a second.
No, yeah.
I don't know which one to click. I think it's. Jesus Christ, that's not good. I don't know if that's even a hit. I don't understand how this actually works. Give me a second.
I don't think it. Put the text in chat by using the VVT thing. I don't think that it is a 2-hit. I think it is
Let's do that.
strength saving throw against your spell save DC. On failure, it takes the damage. Yeah, okay, so you don't have to worry about trying to hit. It makes a save. It's a strength save,
Yeah,
which
is not ideal.
his is not. Yeah. Has to beat what? A 16? He has to roll a 6 or less. Or 5 or less, I guess, technically.
Whoa!
3! Fantastic. We're gonna use the damage from the first one because it. Oh no, the first one didn't roll damage, did it?
Yeah, I totally screwed up the roll when I did it initially.
It also occurs to me that this does not have any stipulations about size, which I might need to add later, but for the purposes of today's fight, is fine. You do push him away from the stone, which is the most important thing. You break contact, and you fuck him up a bit. He is in single-digit territory.
And Yeah, it's flung up to 15 feet, so yeah, I was gonna say move in that direction. I don't know how much I can control this, but I don't want to throw him back through the wall of fire.
That would be funny though. Roast him by
I
accident.
thought about it. That's how I
Um,
planned on using it
since,
until.
Since he's bigger, I'm going to say 10 feet instead of 15. Probably should do only 5, but we'll say 10. He gets pushed back. It is his turn.
Did you count any of that damage?
I did.
Okay.
He said he was in single digits now, is what he said.
He is. Yeah, he's very, very low. I think what he's going to do...
Oh, wait a second.
He's gonna come back up.
Okay.
He's gonna make a swing. Wheel or woe, Devin?
So, as
Wheel.
a note, hang on
Okay.
a second.
Give me 1 second. If this is wheel, he is going to attack. If it is woe, he's going to put his hands back on the stone.
Good.
It is odd, which is woe, so he's putting his hands back on the stone. He lays his hands on the stone, and again, the electricity is gathering overhead. You did break his contact with it, but he, within the same turn, reconnected with it. You guys know you have a limited time frame. I think it was Bergin's turn before this kicks into effect.
I did want to throw a note out. It does look like, and you can either acknowledge this or not, but it does look like if they fail the strength save, they're also knocked prone.
I will say he was knocked prone. It did use half his movement speed to get up and move forward.
Okay.
So that has been resolved, but thank you for keeping up with that.
I didn't know what that actually meant, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna call it.
No, you're good. Ark, you see this giant trying to grab the stone. Everybody seems to be trying to get him away from it. He's in very rough shape. What do you do?
All right. Is there any reason why we shouldn't outright kill him?
Well, we know him. He was a friend.
He saved my life.
Wasn't.
Was a friend. Past tense. That sounds okay.
Yeah, he could be an ally. I think if we have to kill him to keep whatever he's doing from the stone to happen, then we have to kill him. But if we can help it, we might can fix him.
How about this? I'm gonna do exactly the same thing Z did, but I'm gonna say it in Draconic to see if he responds to that.
Okay, so you're telling him, don't make me kill you.
Yeah, don't make me fucking kill you.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage. Yeah.
Please roll better than a freaking 4 or whatever I rolled.
With a 15, his head swivels to turn at you. You know that giants and dragons are mortal enemies. You've never met a giant able to speak Draconic or understand it as well as this has. You would gather that there's some type of Draconic influence on this creature. It does not stand down. It still has its hands on the stone. I will say that cost your bonus action. You still have an action. You can try to grapple it. You can try to shove it. You can try to attack it.
Pity. Breath weapon.
Pity. Oh boy. All right.
Bah.
Go ahead. A DC 16. I already think I know how he's going to react to this, but I'll roll this to see how it goes.
Oh.
He's going to use his last legendary resistance to pass that.
Cool.
Technically, he would take half damage, though, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's half on Phil.
Melted.
Ark calls out to Harshnag one final time, and Harshnag's face turns, and there's this moment where the blue in his eyes just sears with this intensity, and you see lightning crackling off of it. You see lightning dancing off of his arm as it touches the Nightstone. You see the thunder and lightning building overhead. And as Ark sees that he is not relenting, do you do this with your telepathic or you just straight from the mouth?
You know, I'm just gonna hit him straight on. I'm pretty close.
Ark takes but a single step forward, a deep breath, thrusts his arms back and exhumes this massive cone of flame. And again, between the fireballs, the wall of fire, the constant breath attacks, the stone that once covered him is now blackened like soot. And the heat, the intensity of it, combined with the chilling temperatures of what's going on, you watch the stone cracks and crumbles until he falls to his knees, and he looks up, and he stares Davos, Goldbrand, Bergin, all three of you, at him. You watch as the blue fades, and he looks at all of you and says, "I'm sorry for what she forced me to do." And he collapses, crumbling away into no more than chunks of gravel.
I told you I'd take that tax.
It's funny, he had a voice line for if you tried something for it, but as this happens, Bergin and Davos, you have both remedied petrification before. This is something that is burnated. This is something that's a little different, something more complex. Something was controlling him. And while you guys have been fighting, the town has regained control. Your armies are on the upper hand. There are a few statues remaining. Most of them have been dispatched. Many of the buildings are damaged. Many people are damaged. But Bergin and Davos in this moment, and Davos in particular, a wave of memories crashes over you. You've fixed something like this before, and you have a shot to do it again. What do you choose to do?
Have you spent your
I'll take
inspiration?
What?
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna get that
I'm gonna take it.
that duct tape and the like seal and the.
You, once again, a ritual that you do not know by heart. You've seen it done once. You yourself have recited it from memory once, too perfectly to be natural, and once again begin repeating this incantation. And you recall the statue of Lathander you first saw when you came to this town, destroyed, defaced. The same fragments rising off the ground to reassemble without fault. The fragments of your father on the floor of Kailithika's den. Likewise, not only restoring their shape, but mending more than just stone and rending it back unto flesh. As your eyes open, they are replaced by two glowing suns, as this radiant energy swells within you. And Bergin, likewise, he feels his chest swell with energy as he feels the presence of Helm gripping him. And as if the god of justice recognizes the tragedy of Harshnag and how this was an injustice in his right, the obsidian gem in his gauntlet glows a green light as the runes along his breastplate light up the same color. He lays his hands on the cracked, ruined stone facade of Harshnag, and beneath the crumpled brow, you see the two eyes just faintly flickering that blue. Bergin can feel the heaviness and the pain. And both of you, as you lay your hands on the shoulders of this shattered statue, your energies pulse along the petrified skin. Davos's a golden yellow light, Bergin's a vibrant, fresh green. Bits of blue energy spark and flare up from it, and seem to try to resist your spell, but they're overpowered by your combined might. Both of you make a check with your spellcasting modifier. I think charisma for you and wisdom for Bergin, which I've got right here, Devin.
10 sure.
Oh. Roll well, Davos. No? What'd you get?
13.
Does anybody
There-
still
oh,
have their
oh.
inspiration?
Over a 10. Oh, and Bergin does. Thank you.
Bergin does.
Because what we're doing is you're trying to combine pass a 20. He has a 6, you have a 13. If he rolls a 7 or higher on this re-roll, you'll have it. Fantastic.
In all his
As,
majesty.
your energies, your combined might dwindles the last bit of blue as it is crushed between the gold and the verdant waves of energy. As they collide, a blinding light erupts across Harshnag's whole form, and After the several seconds it takes your eyes to adjust, you see the stones rising, swirling, rebuilding him as if a shattered Lego statue. His skin is no longer cracked and gray, but blue and bruised. His beard is not woven stone strands, but a bright and brilliant white, besmirched with traces of all of your blood. And the icy eyes that were alight with that blue glow have once again returned to the weary and wise emerald eyes that you met along the tradeway all those weeks ago. Harshnag stands before you, surrounded by graffiti.
It's just a bunch of like Sharpie drawings on him because he got too drunk last night.
He's got.
There we go. We fixed it. Who recognizes the three of you lords that he has met. You watch as he. Goldbrand. Davos. Bergin. How did I survive the attack on the temple? What happened? Where are we?
You kind of came and wrecked Nightstones. It was actually pretty good times.
He looks around and sees the town in ruins, and he goes, "No, I knew the dragon that attacked us, the ancient blue dragon. It is Imerith, the doom of the desert, the dragoness of statues. She came to the temple to try to meet with the oracle, which, if it does remain, is buried underneath the mountain. The last thing I remember is the fury in her eyes as the roof caved in. She must have taken me when she dug me out, when she dug her own way out. I don't remember much, but I do. When I awoke, time had passed. I was petrified and within a coliseum, under perpetual storm clouds. Surrounded by statues, Imerith towering above me. She animated dozens of such statues and sent us through this portal. I was a mere passenger in my mind. But I know she was after one thing. And he turns his head to the Nightstone. I don't know what would have happened if her plan had come to fruition, but she seeks that more than anything.
That's okay. We already killed one dragon that tried to take it.
Let's hope you have another one in you. As you guys take this breather, finally out of combat, to look around, your guards have defeated the last of the statues, the gargoyles. There are dozens of injured people and structures. In this chaos, you haven't fully assessed the casualties, but I need everyone to roll a d20 for me.
Oh.
Oh. Yo, I want to know the stats on Davos's cock ring of banishment.
He has to penetrate for it.
Oh, okay, all right now.
So, you guys didn't roll. You guys didn't roll terribly.
I rolled a 19 with me and Z.
Yeah. Let's hold hands. We're gonna do it together.
Well, this is not for what you think. This is not for anything you think it's for.
19 is a crit on a weapon.
So I need Bergin, Pandora, and Ark to roll a d6.
Oh. Well, me and our
gauntlet right there.
opposite ends of the spectrum here.
Okay. Excellent. So, the chaos is intense. I mean, there's absolute madness. Nobody knows where anybody is. People are trying to find their family members, their friends. There are small fires throughout the city from torches and bonfires that were disrupted. And as you guys are going through trying to restore your town, you see a few things. Bergin, in particular, spots Captain Phillips, the leader of the Helmswift's cavalry, who has suffered a pretty grievous blow. He's still alive and mendable, but he is seriously injured. Barbara. Barbara. Oh, I'm looking for Barbara and not Pandora. I'm an idiot. There we go. The boy that you saw go down earlier, Ranrak, he is also grievously wounded. And Arcanox,
Ranrak got ransacked.
wow. Morak, the innkeeper, is also very fucked up. None of you rolled below a 5 on your 20 checks, so no one died. But there are some seriously fucked up people and buildings within your town.
Damn. Gotta do some pirate first aid.
You guys tend to the wounded, put out the fires, all the stuff to return basic order. And you see Daphne within the square, deflated, defeated, crushed by the helplessness she's feeling. And she says, the city is destroyed once again. We have worked for months to build it back, and this is all that's left. It'll take us weeks to repair everything. It is... What was it for if we just have this enormous setback as soon as we make any progress?
Oh, we got the Nightstone now.
And it's going
We
to
do,
continue to
and
be
our
a
city
problem.
has been destroyed. Our city has been destroyed twice for people seeking it. I don't know what to do.
Can I just
I don't know. Go ahead,
Alright,
Zeke.
I was gonna say, can I just raise my hand and be like, I kind of agree. Like, this thing seems like more trouble than it's worth.
But if we attempt to do away with it, people or the dragons will get it. Other giants will get it. I'm not against removing it from the cities, but we can't just jump it in the forest.
About this time, Safine and Donovan both approach, seemingly heading from the keep. And Safine says, well, in my opinion, if this is what your enemies have been driven to, they must be truly terrified of what you are all capable of. Do you have any idea who launched this assault?
Emmerich?
Yeah, I was about to say
Emerith.
Emerith. Yeah.
Emerith. Both of them recognize the name. And both of them, their brows furrow when they look, have a look of consternation about them. Donovan will say, well, lads, there are magics that can protect the city, but I'm not capable of such things. It's typically something reserved for more holy magics. I protected the keep from being scryed on, but I cannot protect the town from teleportation.
Shake, shake.
Safine nods and says,
Shake, shake.
I personally cannot hallow the ground beneath us to protect us from such things. But I think I can get Lord Bergin through it if we work together and cooperate. At this point, I think that would be best to prevent this from happening again. But Lord Davos, there's also it's gonna take Bergin a while to do that, and I think I might have something to keep you busy while he's working on it.
Look, I like Helena, okay?
Oh God, just a little menage a trois? No, you sure? I've talked with her about it, and she's all down. It's just you who's holding us up, baby.
Jesus.
No. She tells Bergin to go speak with Captain Phillips and with Haral. And they tell him a little bit about the ceremony. You guys will need some stuff for this. Devin, do me a favor. Put minus 1,500 gold in the bag of holding. This is for gemstones, gem dust infused paint, candles, incense, all the stuff that is needed for the ceremony. They also tell him it's going to take a full 24 hours to hallow ground. While they're doing that, Donovan will ask you, the rest of you, Imarith is a powerful dragon, a force on the continent that is fearsome and very goal-oriented, even if she is subversive in how she accomplishes those goals. Why have you... Do you think this is all over the stone? Do you think that's... Have you had any run-ins with her before? I mean, I'm confused at how she became entangled in this.
She ambushed us when we were speaking with the giant oracles.
He nods his head. And I couldn't help but notice your trophies on the ship when you arrived. This is not the first ancient dragon you've tangled with. You slew Old Gnawbone. Now, Old Gnawbone and Imarith, I don't believe were allies of any sort. But they are both powerful forces, and any time when a dragon dies, it is a major event, but an ancient dragon, that's a particularly big deal. It leaves a vacuum that begs to be filled, territory that is abandoned, influence to be ensnared, relics and riches to be reclaimed from the fallen's horde. I'm surprised that Old Gnawbone attacked you. It is not like her to be so reckless and brash. She must have truly wanted the stone if she was willing to risk her own life for it.
Think the dragons are trying to gain control?
He shrugs a bit. I don't know. Old Gnawbone going down could throw that in jeopardy. What other dragons have y'all encountered upon your journeys? Any other potential enemies we may have?
We killed Valora. We saw a black dragon.
You saw a black dragon. You killed Valora Venom with a mace. That's correct.
Oh, there was a red dragon.
Why are you laughing?
Make Nightstone great again.
What? Oh, God. Killed the wall. Y'all are ridiculous.
There was a red dragon that fought the machine.
Is she? I assume that we're all around. I don't know.
Yes, yeah.
I had to raise my hand and be like, "We met an amethyst dragon." I don't know.
And what's
His eyes shoot wide. An amethyst dragon. Like a gemstone dragon, a true one.
Yeah.
It's kind of purple. That counts.
Here? In Blue... I almost said in Blue Ridge. Wow. Here in Faerun?
It's bedtime.
I just sort of like waved my hands about at all of the glowing gemstones circulating through the courtyard, and I'm like, "Indeed."
This is from her.
Mhm.
From the amethyst dragon. I hadn't realized. That is fascinating. I've dozens of more questions, but that is for another time. While they're talking about that, Safine pulls Davos aside, says, and she has a bedroll in her arms for your threesome. She unrolls it, and it's the rapier that you had sold to her, the Devil's Dance rapier. And with the snap of her hand, a mage hand picks it up, and it floats in front of you, and she says, I've been doing some research down in Candlekeep and Waterdeep. Azazel's blade was known as the Devil's Dance rapier, an exceptionally powerful artifact, but cursed. Now, it would allow you to be twice as deadly without sacrificing your shield, bestow you with some impressive abilities, of course. But it also would have sapped your very life force, weakening your constitution, and rack you with nightmares to exhaust you. Now, this is a powerful artifact, and that curse can be broken. But isn't easy, or cheap, and it requires some very specific ingredients.
I got some Eye of Newt.
Get some tongue of bat and ear of dog, and you're halfway there, Shug. We'll need a few things. We'll need some topaz, about 500 gold worth of gemstones. We'll need something from your past, personally. Something from home, maybe. And we'll also need... Well, before we get to that, do you have anything from home that you think might be able to use for this?
Like a kid's teddy bear?
Something from your hometown, Orlbar.
From the
Make a
actual
history-
city.
Yeah, you can make a history check if you want, because you do have something for this, but I'll see if you remember it first.
I cannot remember, and the history check is a...
Net 1.
Can I say it if I
10.
think I remember?
Devin can if he thinks he remembers.
I think it's a piece of a gravestone.
Indeed. You picked up a part of a tombstone in Orlbar when you went to check out your dad's grave. So you have the money for the topaz, which, by the way, Devin, minus 500 gold. You have the money for the topaz. You have the tombstone. It tells you the final part of the ritual will require the blood of 3 Celestials.
How the hell am I?
What?
That was in character. How the hell am I?
Do you know 3 Celestials we could acquire this from?
I may know one. Do I
That
know?
only gets us a third of the way there. You would know that Spot is technically a Celestial. Pegasuses are celestial creatures. And you wouldn't know this, but Safine would, technically. Thankfully, you've recently acquired in your company Tabitha Styx. She's an Asamar. Celestial blood flows within her. I'm sure she wouldn't mind helping us out in this particular endeavor. You said you think you know one. Who would that be?
Helena.
Oh. That, dark little piece of, side hustle you got going on, yeah?
The one you were trying to get in your bedroll just a second ago? Yes.
To be fair, that was spoken in jape, but alright. If we can get the 3 of them to agree, we could purify this. This weapon, having it sanctified in such a way would be a major blow against the forces of darkness that both created it and utilized it. Not to mention, provide you with a new tool to get the job done.
So I can rapier my enemies whenever I need to.
Don't say that. Not all bards. She does say, now, of course, we're putting the cart before the horse, aren't we? Because you did generously sell this to me for a handsome sum. Now, I believe I paid you 500 platinum pieces for it. But if you have anything arcane or interesting, I might be willing to do a bit of haggling.
Like my scrying stone?
Oh, she would gladly take the crystal ball, but that's, you have some things that you guys picked up
Am I
relatively recently.
still there?
Oh, we
Thing
have.
is-
She pulled them aside, but we'll say y'all are semi-local.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Z.
I want to pull out the 3 drift globes I have and start juggling them, like I'm a circus act, and say, "Look at that!"
Make a sleight of hand check for me. We're gonna see how that goes. Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Oh no!
Oh, so they're all cracked, I think, already, yeah?
Yeah, they are.
One of them breaks entirely.
Oh.
It's like a-
Just
but you catch the 2.
just mage hand one back into my backpack. I'm like, I didn't see anything.
It's fine.
We have the giant mask.
The giant masks aren't magical. They are Asturian artifacts. You want those for the mounds.
Oh yeah.
There is something else from the giant castle that she might be interested in. 5 of something else that she might be interested in.
Oh.
Like, I can't take my
And
top off
Suri's
and convince
underwear?
her, can I?
We have potions.
I heard
They're
a-
massive.
Potion she's not interested in. You're close, though.
Oh.
I said, we got some of Sansuri's underwear.
That's
What is-
entirely it, yeah.
I don't know. He's talking about 5 of something. A bunch
Plot
of
twist. You're wrong. Giants go commando. You guys liberated, for lack of a better word, 5 giant scrolls.
Oh.
If you show her these, she's very interested. Giant magic is in of itself kind of an enigma, and the scrolls are very expensive. She will take all 5 scrolls in exchange for the sword. Now, she says this will take some time, but it'll take your friend Bergin just as much, or probably more actually, to sanctify the town. So, if you'd like, we can do this now. Try to purify this, protect the town in one fell swoop.
As in, like, getting exhausted without a long rest?
And, well, in the morning, I should say.
Okay. Then hell yeah.
Town is restored to some semblance of order. People whose homes were destroyed are bunking in the inn. Some of them are sleeping in the Bergin, being Bergin, would generously open up the keep to any refugees who needed a place to sleep.
Especially the women.
The town is... Shut up, Devin. I called you Devin. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to saying shut up, Devin. I apologize to Devin Green for the first time in my life. You guys get your rest uneasily, perhaps, anxious about what is to come. As you awake the next morning, Bergin awakens to the chill of the late autumn morning after a restless night of sleep. Downstairs, Donovan stands reading by the light of the fireplace, and Bergin's sharp eyes see sigils and runes in the book, in a language that he recognizes as Celestial. Donovan closes the book as he approaces and tells him that he has placed incense and candles around the city, and with a snap, Donovan begins to float weightlessly as he leads Bergin outside. Now, Davos, while your ceremony won't take the full day, you do know that part of the Hallow spell requires constant music, and so you recruit the bards to prepare your musicians at dawn. You have spoken to the Fae Fighters and helped provide constant music throughout the town by working in shifts. Helena and Tabitha. Tabitha is anxious, but willing to join you for the ceremony. Do you want to try to... Helena, you need to talk to.
Hey, baby, let me get that blood. This could help us
I was going to
save.
say something disgusting, and I'm not going to. You're welcome.
Oh, God. I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
We're
That's
not
what makes
gonna.
it worse.
Yeah, if it makes me hesitate, that's pretty bad. Helena goes, well, good morning. You're up bright and early. Normally you sleep till noon. What are you doing up?
Gotta try to restore this sword that's cursed, and I
Ooh,
kind of need celestial blood. Do you know where I might be able to find some?
I don't know. It's like angels and shit, isn't it?
Yeah. I just
I mean,
figured,
I don't-
you're kind of like my angel, so maybe it would work.
She rolls her eyes. I'm like, I don't think that's how that works, Davos.
All right, let's cut the crap. I know you're a celestial. Ever since I
What?
became a paladin, I had the divine sense where I could sense celestials, and you're setting off my radar like freaking sparks.
Me?
Yeah, you glow in my heart, in my mind, in my eyeballs.
Is this a bit? Or what the fuck are you doing? This is the weirdest pickup line you've ever done, and that is saying something.
No, like,
Remember the time you faked a snake bite on your... we'll skip by that, but...
Jesus.
Well,
It's canon now.
No, I mean, do I need to do it again to,
If you flare up your sense, she does radiate the celestial energy. And with your passive insight, I'll say that your passive insight's at 13. Wow. Okay. Still, I'll say you gather she's being generous. You know Helena pretty well. She doesn't seem to know that she's any type of celestial.
well, you are.
Well, I mean, I never knew my dad, but I didn't. I feel like somebody would have said something if Mom or somebody. But if I can help, I'm more than happy to. Whatever you need.
And then we'll go trace down your dad.
Okay.
No
Back
lady
in,
of mine will
that's
be a
child
bastard.
support.
Oh, I've been a bastard for too long now to give it up. Excellent. You treat her to a mimosa while you guys talk. Bergin walks along the perimeter of the city walls, reciting verses of Helm's protections and deeds of heroism in the early morning light. And as he walks, Donovan, floating outside the city over the river, implants gemstones into the walls every few yards. This takes most of the morning. And as part of the ceremony, Davos, you were kneeling by the river as well. You're cleaning the tombstone, cleansing it of the dirt and the grime that were caked onto it. And as you're doing it, you sort of lose yourself in memories of Oralbar's church. Before you realize you can kind of make out the text. It's a little difficult, but after a few moments, you recognize it as surprisingly familiar. Fenton Brightblade. And this is a name you know. because this is a name you saw every day, as it was on a golden plaque within the Church of Oralbar. This was the person who founded the church in Oralbar, decades ago. And, in fact, because he founded that church was the whole reason your father came to Oralbar and met your mother and fell in love and had you. It is unusual to see something seemingly so random that without this particular person, you wouldn't even be here. It's a serendipitous moment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you clean up the stone well. Bergin spends his afternoon painting sigils of shimmering paint to create runes within the walls around the keep. The color shines brilliantly in the afternoon light and glows ever so faintly as he completes each one. And each and every one of those runes, a vital element that he paints with precision and care. Dawn, his griffin, flies about the walls, occasionally landing along the walls to keep him company. Davos, Safine uses Mage Hand to carefully set the sword upon the tombstone. The rapier balances almost impossibly still on its tip, standing tall in defiance of gravity, which seems fitting for a blade that literally flits about without you having to hold it. Safine pours dozens of small topaz gems onto the slab, and tells you that next, the blood comes. We cut back to Bergin as it is growing late in the evening. The last of the sun's rays that bathe the sky in shades of red, orange, and yellow. He has completed each of the sigils, recited the prayers countless times, and now he is walking the length of the city walls, slowly swaying a censer with sweet incense. Captain Phillips, while wounded, escorts him, clearing away citizens and ensuring that his incantation is uninterrupted. And as the ritual passes the 12-hour mark, Bergin begins to feel the weariness grip him. But as his mind wanders back to the people of Nightstone, the thought about how many times people have been lost to cruelty, to the initial attack on Nightstone that killed many, to those who fell in the battles in between, and to those who didn't survive the meteor shower of statues that has ravaged the city he swore to protect. His heart is heavy, but he presses on. Davos. Helena looks at you unsteadily, as she, Tabitha, and Spot all stand around the stone altar. Safine provides a dagger to Tabitha, who grimaces before she pulls the blade across her palm, reveals a line of crimson blood. As she clenches her fist, several thick droplets of blood fall to the topaz, which begin to glow dully. Helena takes the dagger and, hesitantly, slits her own palm, as ruby droplets cause the topaz to shine even brighter. Safine takes the dagger from her, hands it to you, and says that Spot's blood is the last component, seeming to want you to gather it.
Hey, Spot, where's Boots? Damn it.
Roll an animal handling check.
Ooh.
Come on.
Get above a 10.
Oh.
You take some bludgeoning damage as you go to cut Spot. You feel real bad about it. You love this horse. You've been bonded so quickly. You feel like you're betraying it. The horse doesn't understand, and you slice it a bit, and the horse rears and kicks. It knocks you down. You take a little bit of bludgeoning damage, but ultimately you do get enough blood on the blade to add to the topaz. And as it drips onto them, their glowing light becomes intense, almost searing. The warmth and brilliance of the sun itself blind you and cause everyone who is witnessing this to turn from the flare of light. And when your vision returns, you see that the black and red sword, which I'm going to drop a picture of what it looked like before. Excellent. The black and red sword that was once balanced on the tombstone is gone, as are all of the blood-soaked topaz gems. And in its place is a beautiful silver and platinum blade, a fine thin edge with a winged guard and a topaz gem replacing the once pale red glowing stone in the center of the hilt. The blade hovers before you, drifting slowly closer, and as you reach out to it, you feel a spark of energy as it rushes away from you and swivels on itself in what you would recognize as a fencing position. Do me a favor, roll to hit with your Blade of Night Errant Boar. 25. Excellent. You parry the sword and go to strike toward the hilt as it sways out of the way and goes to make a lunge on you, but you sidestep it very skillfully. And you're dueling in a way. And after about 3 good parries, the sword stops and it goes to stab you. And you try to sidestep, realize it wasn't going for your chest as it swings to your hilt, or to your belt, and conjures its own hilt upon you. I am going to add the Bard's Dance Rapier to your inventory.
Hells yeah.
I'm also going to show you the curse that it had before. But essentially, this is a second weapon that you don't need a hand to use. So you can use your bonus action to attack with this weapon. Or you can use your action to attack with it from a distance. So if you see somebody 20 feet away, and instead of swinging with your sword, you want to use your action to swing with that twice, you can. Or you can attack with your sword and command it to attack as a bonus action. You will have to attune to it and all that fun shit. I don't know how many things you're attuned to, so you might have to unattune, but
Yeah,
I'll let
gotta
you burn
give
that
Dad
bridge.
his sword back.
You don't have to, but as Bergin is finishing, it is the early hours of the morning, still dark out. He's standing within the courtyard of Nightstone, persisting with his incantation, despite his throat aching, his eyes growing continuously heavier. The tumbling of the river and the crackle of the torches is the only sound within the city. And he is exhausted. He's been doing this for 20 plus hours. And Knight Sarah, her arm in a sling, comes out and very gently lays down a tray, water, a little bit of food. She lays her hand on his chest and casts a restoration spell. And Bergin feels as some of his exhaustion wades a bit. And he has just enough of that revitalized energy to press on through the rest of the incantation. And as he finishes, dawn barely peeks over the horizon. A full 24 hours of this process. And as the first morning light hits his breastplate, a pulse of green energy radiates out from him through the city square, past the buildings, to the walls, to where all of the gemstones that Dawn have been placed glow for a moment. And there's a... This is a bit of an anecdote, but I went to Italy a few years ago. I was able to stand in some of the structures, churches that, while I'm not a religious person, have this gravitas about them, this presence that is both timeless. The knowledge that millions of people have pilgrimaged to this place that I'm now in. There is a reverence that comes with that. And that feeling now permeates Nightstone. This is not just a city on the map that you guys took over and made your own. This is a site that is important. You have taken something that was a ramshackle keep in the woods and made it not only a bustling hub of trade and commerce, but an important site. You have the Nightstone, an incredibly powerful artifact within your town. You have taken down impressively difficult foes, put a halt to the plans of many organizations across this continent. You guys have sanctified a place in the midst of turmoil and made it something greater than it ever could have been without you. You have truly made Nightstone the powerhouse that you need it to be.
Great
While
again.
you guys have done so much,
Wait,
fucking
bro.
cunt. While you have done so much, you know you still have a long way to go. And that, my dudes, so we're gonna call it a night. Thank you for sticking with it. I know we ran a little late today. Glad we got to this point. This means we'll be able to do some fun shit next week. I love you bastards. Please be good to yourself. Don't forget to love each other. Make Nightstone great again. Build the wall. All that fun shit. And is it Friday yet?
Question mark?
Question mark? Alright, dudes. I love y'all. Be good. Hugs before, drugs before, not in place of.
There you go.
Wow, Devin did not waste any time.
Yeah, he was
that
like,
night.
bye, I'm
Fuck him.
going to sleep.
To be fair, Devin's bedtime is like 11 p.m. We'll give him a break.
All right.
Alright, bitches.
Oh, man.
Love y'all.
See you
Be
later.
good.
See ya.
Bye.